Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the original, the first Tal'Dorei campaign for our community. This is not the original. We are not. God bless you, Matthew Mercer, and everybody else. But anyways, welcome everybody. Before we jump into the action, as per usual, we have a few short announcements we have to make. The first one is open slots. If you are interested in joining any of our many games that we have on this channel, all you have to do is reach out and let me know. I'd be more than happy to integrate you in, no matter what your experience level is. We are a pay-to-play community, though. That is something that I have to start saying more often, because I kind of had a slight miscommunication with somebody interested in joining one of the games. I apologize for the inconvenience. However, we are a pay-to-play community, so just going to put that into everything we do from now on so that there's no longer any confusion. But yes, if you are interested in joining any of them, just reach out, let me know. I'd be more than happy to integrate you in as long as we have the available slot for you to join. Additionally, we have other things that I'm working on, which are different projects that I'm going to be doing and participating in. In the coming months, we are going to have even more of them that are going to start spawning up out of nowhere, and you'll be seeing me a lot more on the interwebs. Some of you that might be following us might realize that we have quite a few videos over on our YouTube channel going out now. We've been posting a shit ton of them. So the last thing we have to care about is our media. If you want to support what we do here, and you want to support a professional dungeon master and a community of gamers that really enjoy what they do and want to enhance the experience, all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, share, retweet, whatever it is you want to do on any of these many platforms we have. We have everything except Instagram, because my artistic ability stops at stick figures that run. That includes pictures and anything else that you do. So, as such, if you want to support what we do, just like those pages. It really does go a long way for us, and I really do appreciate it. You also get to share fantastic games like this one across the internet that are being uploaded on the YouTube channel. All of the backlog is being handled, and we're almost completely caught up with the very extensive backlog we had previously. Just in retrospect, I think we've done over 24 videos within a month, which is pretty fucking good, considering most content creators put out a video every 3 to 5 days at best. But yeah, we have all of that backlog, and once we are fully caught up, it's only going to be about 4 or 5 days between sessions when you will be able to watch the video on YouTube at a much higher quality and a much better resolution. But again, if we don't start sharing those things around for the public to enjoy, there might not be a reason for us to upload there anymore. So all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe. But aside from all of that, how about we actually just play the damn game? Sir Yurik, tell us what happened last session.
Well, we started out near the tower where we had learned that there was a mad wizard of some kind who lived. I don't remember exactly what they called him. But we had the night before, same night actually, I had been contacted during my watch by a voice that asked us what we were doing, basically. And we thought maybe they would, the person that contacted me thought they could be a Goliath of the tribe we were looking for, the Ronshok. And we decided not to go into the tower after a bit of communing with my goddess, the Everlight, and there was so much uncertainty about the outcome, whether we would actually live or not, that we decided not to try it out. So we continued deeper across the mountains, following the compass that Ilarin had had gained. I don't remember exactly when he gained it, but anyway. And after a while, let me see. I'm trying to get things in order here. We came to a point where, well, we had been following the trails of what we thought were these Goliaths, and at one point the compass just started spinning wildly in every direction, and right after that we were attacked, or well, everyone was attacked, but I was the only one who got hit, or did not manage to dodge the boulders that were thrown at us by a lot of Goliaths.
Dodge a boulder, you can dodge a ball.
Yep. Which meant that we had encroached into their territory, and thankfully it did not turn into a fight, although it was very close on my part. But we managed to calm things down a little bit, and were able to establish a dialogue with them. We told them that we were there seeking a relic of the Changebringer, and they were very skeptical. They are, by nature, very skeptical of everyone. But we had to, well, first we had to prove our intent, basically. And they took a sample of blood from each of us, and their shaman performed some sort of ritual, and she ascertained that there was some sort of evil among us in the group. Not necessarily an active evil. She managed to. She trusted me, Dorzen, and Prissa, was it? No, Ilarin. But
not
Prissa,
the little folk.
Yeah, Prissa and Jimmy had to be under watch while we discussed the rest of the topic at hand. So we haven't really delved too much yet into that exact thing, but we think it might be that Jimmy, due to his work with, well, I'm not sure if this is sort of meta thinking here. Mitch, yeah. That due to his work for Mitch, he might have inadvertently caused some evil or something. But anyway, we were given a task, weren't we? And at this point, I don't remember exactly what it was. I was getting a bit tired by then.
The task is some type of holy ground to the individuals that live here. A beautiful, large cavern that has old stories of riches being hidden deep within it that some of the civilized folk have been traveling down here and stealing the natives in order to hopefully gain access to those riches and make themselves incredibly valuable and incredibly wealthy. However, they did inform you that that is just a hoax. It's just a lie. It's something created long ago in order to entice stupid people to travel in. And they want you to bring back whoever you can alive from the tribes around the area. And if you can't, at least be sure to stop those that are destroying their way of life. If you do that, they will entertain the idea and discussion of relinquishing the kiss of the Changebringer.
Right. So, that's basically where we ended it. We didn't end with a rest or anything, right?
No rest. You guys only been traveling for about half a day now.
Yep.
But they all left you here at the very edge, very southern point of the Storm Point Mountains themselves.
Yep.
This is where we pick up.
Yep.
Believe Ilarn got a vision guiding the path from their matron.
I was like, I think it was like an automatic one, or did he cast that spell?
You're really quiet, Carissa.
Sorry, Mike.
Not. No, didn't cast a spell, but I think the matron casted a spell or did something.
She showed it to you in a very quick vision, a rough pathway to get to it and what it looks like. However, that's about all you got out of it. You're still going to have to try to find it, but you kind of know a generalized direction. Not to mention, you do have a really good item on your person that might be able to help you as long as you have one more channel divinity in you.
No, because I left that with her.
Oh yeah, that was to make sure you come back. So yeah, never mind. Now, Sir Yurik, you also asked Cole to stay behind with them as well, which he is, and
Yep.
they're giving you all your space in this location.
And by the time we get back, he'll be a whole level 10 fighter.
Yeah. Something like that.
The jungles make a man out of you.
Yep.
Brush up on those psychic classes.
So, what are you all doing?
Well, we have a goal and we have a way to it. There's no real reason for delaying, is there?
No, I do not believe so.
Although I'm still...
Question, did the path that you were shown, does that go back to the giant bird part of the mountains? Or is that the other way?
It's the
No,
jungles.
Oh,
We are far away from that place at the moment.
Yeah, you've been
But-
traveling for a few days.
But I would assume there are other dangers in this jungle. So stay on your guards.
Watch out for boulders.
I think that was only that one time with them.
Yes.
We'll see.
At the very least, we will not have any troubles with any of the other tribes. As long as you wear the markings.
Let's...
Which, as a point of order, Dorzen, you do have those same markings on you as well. Cross, down, ears. And it's just a mixture of all of your party's blood, so you know, nothing new.
yeah, nothing will wash off when it rains.
Sure.
Don't need to worry about different blood types or anything like that.
Yeah, you'll be fine. AIDS does not exist in this world.
Right over the eyes and ears.
And even if it did, paladins are immune to it.
And you can just get rid of it, too.
Yeah?
Hey, I
So
can also
anyways.
heal.
Means they can't contract demonic syphilitis.
Oh, there are some diseases. Well, keep in mind, we did point out that in order to remove the disease, you have to touch the location it is on the person. So, just keep that in mind. But anyways, are you going to begin traveling?
Yes.
Get a guide
Okay,
music,
there we
right?
go. We got an answer. Woo! So, go ahead and make your survival check, Alarin. Other people can assist you, but you have to lead the endeavor with your vision.
You sure Yura can't do it? Because he was like really killing it on the mountain.
Yeah, he was really killing it,
24?
but he can't do it. No, you can only assist him. He's the one who knows what it is you're looking for.
Yeah. So let's hope you didn't waste the good rolls.
18,
Oh.
not bad.
You wasted them.
Hey.
Let's see.
So, on an 18, you look around the area and you figure, well, the best way to start looking is in the jungle, so you start doing your parkouring down the sides when everybody else has to walk much more slowly.
Sorry.
Yep. You make it down to the very bottom base of this jungle, and you are immediately fully engrossed in the thick forest and the sweaty atmosphere of this terrain. It's very humid, very damp. The large trees are hooked and whirling in different directions. It's very mucky and nothing like anywhere you've ever been. You can feel the moisture just stiffening all the fur across your body upwards, poofing you out slowly. But as you land down there, you start looking around and you discern a few trees that don't look terribly unfamiliar and start traveling in that direction. Now, I would need everybody's marching order in this endeavor.
Elarn would be in front with Sir Yurik next to him, I'm guessing, since he's helping.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. Place yourselves on the map where you want to be marching order-wise. So we have Alarn in the front, Sir Yurik right beside him. Everybody else go behind in where you are standing. Okay, cool. It's one person.
I mean, the gnomes are on Dorzen's back, aren't they?
Halfling and a gnome. Okay, so all of you are taking up the exact area like that. Easy enough. Well, just for my purposes, Prissa, are you in the middle or are you in the back on Dorzen?
I usually tend to stay in the middle.
Okay. Ready then. Conaroth. They just had that very odd interaction, and you watched from up afar, deep away from each of them. And then they decide to look around, being left alone by those Goliaths, and jump into the forest. Now, you're not terribly familiar with this terrain or area, but you know how to survive fairly well. You start slowly tracking after them. However, with the density of the forest, it's very unfortunate. You actually have to get closer to them now. Within range of that, horseman. Please roll me your stealth check, Conaroth.
Alright.
I'm casting Healing Word on myself.
For those keeping an eye out, should we make
no.
perception checks?
Gotta stop by.
Okay. Dorzen, it takes very little time before you are aware that you are being followed by something. You hear the uneven footsteps a little bit further behind you. Not terribly close, but close enough to be within your sentry-like range. And it's been following you for a little while, and you remember hearing it back on the mountain pass, but the moment you became aware of it and started looking, it just stopped. And you felt like you were being watched at odd intervals, but not very close up. Not close enough for you to really discern. But right now, you can sense this individual is probably within 60 feet of you somewhere, and walking up.
We're being followed. Again.
Yeah, what do you think we should do?
Is it the woman?
It's probably not Ents this time, I think. Or, well, could be, but...
Do we have a direction?
I point to where I know he is.
Prissa will cast minor illusion to make a minor illusion of I'll say Jimmy on this one just because, and the illusion's looking at where Canaroth is.
This minor illusion goes 60 feet.
It goes like 30 feet, I think.
Okay, so 30 feet between you and that area. A Jimmy appears. Now, you're fully aware of their capabilities by now, Canaroth.
Yeah.
However, you've been made.
I take a step towards the direction Dorzen was pointing, and I yell out, "Whoever you are, reveal yourself. If you are friend, then I say well met. If you prove to be otherwise, we'll settle it right now."
Dorzen, maybe we should step a few feet away from Sir Yurik in case they throw boulders again.
Canaroth, what are you doing?
He will move his entire movement up to them.
Alrighty. You watch as an individual steps out from behind one of the trees that they were cloaked behind. Now, Canaroth, would you like to describe what you look like as you are approaching?
You see an 8'2" Goliath in a brown traveling cloak, wearing a blue metal breastplate that's definitely different than just normal steel. He has a belt that has a picture of a giant skull on it, and on his side is a sword and a shield. Red tattoos on his face, different from the normal black ones, and definitely has a look of he's seen some shit.
He has very darkened and well-traversed eyes that seem to be evaluating you as he looks at each of you, eyeing you up, sizing you, and judging you. And he just walks up very quickly. Well,
You're not having any weapons in your hands, right? Or are you?
None in his hands. They're still on
Okay.
his side.
Yep.
Um,
Alright. So then I
Can,
relax a bit as well.
can we help you? I mean, we've already talked to
you're still quiet, Prissa.
That's decent for me.
any better?
Very little. It's good. I can hear you, but it's just difficult to hear you.
I hear you just fine.
Go ahead.
Can we help you, Mr. Sir? We already talked to the matron of the tribe. Is there anything else? Oh no, I'm not supposed to ask. Never mind.
Are you of the Ron Shock?
No.
Alright. Why are you following us?
Because of someone you've met in the past who's no longer here.
I would appreciate it if you elaborate on that.
Ganlin?
Alfie? Did you know Alfie?
No.
Oh.
Is it the Mitch fellow?
No. Jack.
Jack.
So, to clarify, only two of you recall who he's referring to. A monk you met thanks to Mitch, Jacques.
Okay, Jackie. Oh, he said Jack. All right.
Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Jack.
I don't remember a Jack. does he go by any other names?
Jockey.
Oh, Jackie. Oh,
Is he alive?
oh God. Does that he's got to be, doesn't? Because otherwise
It's
that might mean
been
that.
over a year, Pritza.
Yeah, but it was also that sent us to the Shadowfell. So I mean,
Yeah, he
I'm
couldn't
sure
go
he
that
could.
way.
I mean, if he's not alright, then what happened to Harry and Ignatius?
I do not know of them.
Did if that case, did you know Grunt?
No.
Oh,
I am here because what I have found indicates that he has been killed, and you were the last ones he was with.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I mean, technically it would have been Harry and Ignatius, but I mean, we were with him before that.
Everything, everything I have found points towards that he trusted you. Or at least tolerated you.
That's more likely.
Yeah, that sounds more like Jackie. Joe, can I do a quick insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Sure. I mean, he doesn't seem like a terribly difficult person to read. He seems the same mannerisms as Jackie, the same quieted demeanor, the sturdy confrontation, and the darkened, just always focused eyes. He seems relatively the same as he is. And nothing that he said so far has pointed you in any direction of deceit. I mean, as far as you can tell from just looking at him.
I think he's telling the truth, Dorzen.
Do you have any proof?
What kind of proof would you require?
Did I
What?
know that Jackie could do the same things Grunt did? Because I don't remember if I ever saw that.
You've seen him make minor transformations, but he never went full wolf like Grunt.
Alright, so I know he could do that, okay.
You suspected he could. You don't really know the anatomy of what's happening, but, like,
Gotcha.
you suspected.
Can you change like he could? Show us your change.
Not now.
I mean, if you're not trying to kill us, he's okay to come along, isn't he, Ilarin?
Well, depends on what reason he has searched us out for.
He had not been heard from in over a year. And then I find him dead and you were with him. I assume he left his task to you.
I don't mean to ruffle your feathers or anything, but we don't know what task he had, so I think that's unlikely.
Typical.
Well, we have our own tasks at hand. Perhaps quite dire would be correct to say. You are welcome to join us for the moment. Perhaps we can help you later on.
Alone maybe, but we should probably prioritize stopping, and helping Vox Machina.
Yes, but of course. If nothing else, he can prove himself helping us, yes?
Well, at the very least, he should travel with us in this jungle of possible death.
That would probably be wise.
He just nods.
So, are you seeking vengeance?
No.
All right.
We all know our risks.
You keep mentioning this we. Who is we exactly? Like, are you part of an organization?
He doesn't answer.
Maybe he doesn't speak common very good. Do you speak any other languages?
Yes, I say in giant.
Did he just say poop?
I believe that was the giant language.
I nod.
Krissa, sleight of hand.
I might have spaced out, but did you tell us your name yet?
Nope.
Well, if we are to be traveling, may we have your name?
Canaroth.
As a point of order, Conaroth, what are your surface level thoughts?
He's judging, and he's definitely taking every bit of them in.
T. Dorzen, he gave his name, and not a problem. I don't. This is not a big
For
deal.
crying out loud, you don't tell a
My name is Jimmy, by the
your
way.
name.
Yes, Jimmy, I do believe he is referring
Especially
to...
not your full name. Did you tell them your middle name too? Do you have a middle name?
I don't have a middle name. Jimmy Tiltover is my full
Why
name.
are you still saying it so easily?
Jimmy, I think Dorzen's right on this one.
Really hope you don't have any children.
But I think he's pretty nice. I mean, he speaks poop language. I don't understand that, but he hasn't attacked us, and he kind of looks like he's a bit lonely.
Well, Canaroth, you are welcome to travel with us. Though we do have our own tasks at the moment that need to take priority.
But I'll just so you can't tell us anything about Jackie's task?
No.
Okay.
If he did not leave it with you, then there was a reason.
I just remembered something. If you're talking about the Myriad, we burn their hideout to the ground.
Then he did leave it with you.
Yes. I forgot he was helping us with that.
Actually, Prissa? No. This person knows how to keep their mind on a very single-tracked layer. You're
Well,
not
what I have
really
no-
used to people who keep their mind on one topic, even despite what they are saying. It's not very common, and it's something that you imagine takes years of practice and concentration.
But that's something I would notice at least, right?
You would notice that, but not that they had anything. They did not think about what they said. They just said it.
Right.
Fairly fortified mind, just naturally.
Well, for the most part, I think we can trust him.
Wonderful. So then, shall we get moving again?
Doors is gonna keep an eye on this guy.
Already. So, Conoroth, where do you place yourself in the marching order? The two little folk and Ouch are all on Dorzen, who counts as size large for carrying things. But the other two, I mean, they're kind of in the front.
I'll get in between them.
Okay. So, Conoroth takes up a position. How close are you to Yurik and Alarin, the two in the front?
About 5 feet back.
Okay. So, he places himself between each of you very easily and begins moving. Now,
As you would notice as you get closer to Alarn for the first time, that as you step within, say, about 10 feet of him, you start to feel like almost a warm, slight breeze enveloping you.
which does not help
Also-
with this humidity at all.
No, it's
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Also, realized for the first time he's actual cat person.
Oh no, you've realized that this whole time. You've been following. You know what their base level skills and abilities are. You've been evaluating them for a while now.
You can also easily tell that Yurik is very wary of you. He does not completely trust you yet. As one probably, I suppose, is natural.
Alarn is more carefree. He sets a bit of trust in protection from sneak attacks to his weapon.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So, you all are traveling through this forest. It's very thick, it's very dense, and Alarin, at some point, you start trying to deviate over branches and roots that it's really difficult for others to make it through. How conscientious of the jungle are you all being?
Well, if it helps with anything in terms of difficult terrain, Prissa can use mold earth to maybe help out with that.
The earth's not the issue here. The roots, the tree, the jungle is the issue. There's vines, it's everything fully encompassed, unencroached land nearly impossible to traverse.
Alright, so
Well-
I mean, Prissa does have fireball already, so
No.
Again, jungle.
Since
I know.
Ilarin is taking the lead, I'm stepping back a bit, not focusing so much on the survival aspect and more of the just keeping an eye on our surroundings in case something attacks, basically.
Roll a perception check then.
Alright. 10.
The humidity just keeps pushing your beautiful hair down into your face, and you just have to keep like wiping it and looking around. God damn it!
So Canaroth, have you been living your whole life in this place? Ugh, it's a fucking mess.
No,
No offense, I mean.
I am not from here.
Alright.
where are you from? If you don't mind me asking.
I was born north of Craghammer.
So you have been following us for quite a while then.
For some time.
So, I'd just like to. What are your sort of capabilities in case we get into combat with something? What sort of role do you say you take in battle?
I can hold my own.
I see.
So Yurik, if I'm piecing things together right, he might be like a previous friend of ours, named Grunt, who could wolf out, as it was.
You're not aware of anybody else other than Grunt being able to do
Oh,
that,
really?
per se.
I'm not. Okay, never mind.
No, Dorzin was hunting and things out in the wild. You were studying and reading books.
Yeah, that's a Prissa thing.
Yeah.
So when you say wolf out, you mean like the type of...
Well, Prissa did not say that as a clarification.
Yeah, it was
Prissa
redacted.
would
Okay,
not
yeah,
have
alright.
known that.
All right.
Wasn't could have said that,
Knowledge
though.
outside her realm.
Yeah, yeah. The only
Wasn't
person who
pretty smart.
could know anything would be Dorzin, as much as he speaks.
So, I'm just trying to sort of get a sense of because we work well as a team, and everyone needs to sort of know about the other group members' abilities, so we can be at the most effective when we've had our fair share of battle over the last year.
Do you know how to use a sword? Or can you do magic?
He points to the sword that he has on his side as well as the shield.
I'm
I mean,
acutely
there's-
aware of what you can do.
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. I doubt we'll end this quest with no more encounters of any kind.
Yes, especially considering the large pack of monkeys we saw from high up.
Yeah, those two.
Well, maybe we should move on.
If I see that people are getting stuck on like roots and stuff, I'm just going to rip them up and out of the
Okay.
way.
Can
And Alarm will stop you. No, do not rip the roots.
Dorzin's gonna try to talk to the jungle? Because if I remember my research, it's enriched with Fae, if I remember right.
Okay.
Who knows?
Really?
Maybe one of these trees might catch your attention. Wink, wink.
Wow, thanks. Thank you for that.
I mean, it's been a while. Go ahead.
I think this whole jungle is in need of a good old fireball.
No, we are
Okay.
guests in this jungle.
It
We
could
will
make
not
a-
hurt it more than needed.
It could make a good parking lot. Sorry.
Alar,
The
your
Dorzin-
one eye immediately becomes bloodshot.
Yeah, I'm just
But
joking.
yes.
I'm just where
Dorzin, you try speaking to the jungle. How?
I'm gonna like go up to like the roots, like go down to like a big tree, touch both the trunk and the roots, and try to like I communicate via like brain and Sylvan, just like try to ask if they're willing to make our journey less treacherous, I guess, like just like with the vine, with the roots, if that makes sense.
Okay. You all stop for a moment as Dorzin kneels down and starts whispering sweet nothings into the roots of the trees. Alarn, you know that this is a very kind gesture to do when you traverse through the area. That is what you do.
All right.
Since
Using what I got.
he stopped me from ripping the roots, if there's like fallen logs, I'm just going to move them aside.
Alrighty, that part is easy. There are a few situations where you notice it's difficult for any of you really to like crawl around, so you watch as Conaroth kind of like grips his hand into a fallen trunk shoves his fingers inside and lifts it up with 2 hands to move it out of your way.
You might be stronger than Dorson.
Let's not get carried away now.
It is a strong likelihood.
Well, I
We're
have no
about to have a
objections
bro
to-
off.
Do you even flex?
I mean, most of him is still underneath that cloak, other than the breastplate that's visible.
Yes. And as a point of order, because most of you have a keen sight, i.e. not Prissa or Jimmy, you notice that his hands are covered in these blood-soaked wraps all the way up that look like they are freshly bled into as he just places it over to the side.
Are your hands all right? You seem to be bleeding.
They are fine.
Very well.
I thought I was the edgy one.
Well, if Dovin gets back, this will be edge off. Something. No.
Edge off, that has a completely different meaning.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, I worship death, literally. Doesn't get much edgier than that.
Yeah, I mean...
And she
That is-
talks back.
So anyways, as you are all moving through this forest, I'm going to need another survival check from you, Lauren.
Yep.
Dorzin will help this time.
Okay.
Thank
Doors
you.
You come up, which pushes Sir Yurik all the way back here.
And oh yeah, Dorson also has guidance. Oh, thank God. That's a 27.
Counterarts will be keeping an ear out for anything.
I should have cast guidance before you rolled, but yes.
Roll a
Yeah,
perception check. Conoroth. Regardless, I don't know if you know this, but 24 is pretty high. Anyways. You start discerning different aspects of the trees and the ropes surrounding this area. Much easier for you to move through as well. For you in particular, Alarin, you start finding yourself back into a habitat that you are more fond of than most of civilization. And as such, you kind of just start crawling up some of the trees, jumping between the ropes, navigating your way through at an incredibly fast pace that only you in this party are capable of doing. And everyone else is becoming a bit slower because of it, but you are traversing over terrain that is much safer, although slower in movement in order to do this. Now, as you've been doing this for another few hours, you know that nighttime is going to be falling soon, and Alarin, you have found a decent enough clearing for all of your companions. Very few roots in the area that really stick out of the ground. It'll be uncomfortable for your backs, but at least it's clear enough to have Prissa safeguard you for the evening. Now, it is a little earlier into the night, or into the afternoon, than you would like to travel for, but you're also well aware that clearings like this are not very common in jungles.
Well, I believe this would be the best spot for us to set up for the night.
Okay, I'll start setting up the hut then. And yeah, Prissa will set up the tiny hut, and she'll make the color a whole camo like color. I don't remember what that's called,
Camo.
but
Camouflage.
I thought there was another name for it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
camo.
Just camo. She makes it camo.
Okay. It blends into the jungle area very easily as you set up this dome, and one of you is going to have a difficult night sleeping, though the rest of you can fit in here no problem. Who wishes to be tribute?
Canaroth.
Ready. Making the new guy have disadvantage on ability checks already. Okay. But anyways, you set up the dome, and it's still early into the evening, so you all set up and begin relaxing and breathing a bit. And Alarin, it's been a travel for you. You are becoming tired, and in fact, I need everybody, aside from Prissa and Jimmy, to give me con saves. Doors in advantage.
Why? Wes ticked again.
Keep in mind, all of you have Alarin's aura as well.
Yep.
All right, 33 then.
Really glad you gave me that advantage there.
Your aura adds how much?
Plus 4.
So it
So
would be just
15.
the 15. Yeah.
It's literally the same roll.
So,
Where's your plus 2?
actually, none of you suffer a level of exhaustion on your first day of travel. Good job. You all made it through, and although you are in a heavy base of a breath and you are starting to get tired from the endeavor, you are pushing forward still. As you all set up there for the evening, the nice air-conditioned tent, the soft soil beneath your feet, and the one area that Kanaloth kind of like leans against roots and like has to like readjust to sit comfortably, and it's just not a very great place for sleeping, but at least it's safe.
Is there a thick branch nearby on a tree? It looks like you support me.
You're in a jungle, so yes, but not inside the tiny hut.
Well, like above it.
Above it, but not in it.
Well, you would have company at least.
Oh, Alarin, are you just going to sleep out in the jungle instead of the bubble?
Yeah, if there's trees with branches, Alarin is sleeping.
Then you're the one who's going to be uncomfortable instead. Conrath, you can fit in the bubble no problem now.
Yeah.
Only one of you had to make the sacrifice, and well, you chose the sacrifice of life over the sacrifice of discomfort, so okay.
How large is the bubble really? Is it?
The bubble is large enough to fit all of you easily. However, because of the layout of the land, there's just no large enough openings for you to place it somewhere that
Yeah, all right.
somebody wouldn't be uncomfortable.
Right.
But because Alarin's not going to sleep in the bubble, you're fine.
Yeah. Just as a. No, I don't have that prepared, so never mind.
Okay.
So Dorzen just realized he just met a group of dwarves with a giant magical forging ability and didn't get the freaking broken sword hit looked at.
Yeah. I asked you. I asked you if you had anything.
Yep, I didn't think of it.
Yeah, just like Prissa didn't think about something else when we had that downtime back at Emon.
Yeah, it's
Hindsight
cool.
is 2020.
Yep, hindsight is the most powerful spell in all of D&D.
Can I learn it?
No. But anyways. The evening is going fairly well. It's quieted. It's peaceful even. Listening to the odd and end sounds of the forest starting to fill the night that is slowly encroaching on you. And it takes you all a couple of hours before you realize, shit, someone's actually going to have to cook. It's been a while since any of you traveled without coal. The convenience has already sunk into your nature.
Well, I could take care of the food. It won't be as tasty as other cook can make, but it will fill us up.
No. All right. I don't mind doing it. I've picked up a few tricks once in a while. I'm I'm not sure if I remember him, but well, I could help out.
Sir Yurik, I'm gonna say that you have no idea how to cook because you had a cook as a best friend your entire life.
All right.
Dorzen will
All right.
attempt to
That
cook.
makes-
I have the
makes sense.
tools to cook.
You do have tools to cook, and Alarin, you have your survival instinct.
Yeah, it's more that Alarn will throw out a blanket and
Make sandwiches.
basically gather up all the water skins that are empty and cast create food and water.
Voila. Some very delicious looking actually you tell us what the food is you're creating.
It's it's not quite cat food, but it seems very like bite-sized, simple, brownish color. Yeah, it's nothing fancy.
Oh no, it's vegan.
Not vegan, no.
No, cats cannot be vegetarians or vegans. They will die.
It says in the spell also that the food is bland but nourishing.
Yep.
So it is the most bland in color. It is in fact sustenance.
Yeah, it's army rations more or less.
I've had
Hey.
worse.
Some of
So does Dorzen count as one of the 5 steeds, or how many humans?
I'll count you as one steed.
And Prissa uses prestidigitation to give it some flavor.
Yours tastes
Not-
really good, Prissa.
I was gonna spread the prestidigitation. I can have like I think 5 at once.
Sure.
Oh, please do.
Tell me who doesn't eat good food, Prissa.
Let's see. Dorzen eats good food. So Yurik will eat good food. Lauren will eat good food, and Jimmy will eat good food.
So you as well.
Yeah.
Since 5. Okay. So sorry, Conaroth, your food tastes like bland.
I've had worse.
True.
At least it doesn't taste bad, so that's something.
Yeah. But anyways, you all eat up and you're listening to the night of this surrounding forest, and it's honestly very peaceful and calming and a little lulling even. It's been a long time since any of you have been, if any of you have been, outside of civilization. Dorzen, for you, this is the closest you've been to home. I mean, less things are trying to kill you than usual, but I mean, it's still comforting, quieted, and relaxing. As you're all sitting there, Alarin,
Mm-hmm.
you look up in the tree branches and you notice these yellow eyes looking down at you. And then a very dark face humanoid leans forward and just starts examining. You notice that they have dark brown and black markings over their face to kind of blend into the scenery of the night, and they're holding out in one hand an arrow and in the other one a bow, and strapped right to their back is a bunch of more arrows as they're kind of just evaluating. They're not notching the arrow, they're just watching you all and thought that they were out of sight.
Hello there.
Looks at you very confused.
Do not speak the language.
Turns its head in the other direction.
Oh, it's a long shot, but he'll try to say hello again in Celestial.
They turn their head again. All of you are now aware of that individual since Alarin's interaction.
Right.
Nah, it'll just wave and smile.
Canroth, do you know who those people are?
Would I?
No, you're not from here.
With doors and no, due to research.
One of the natural inhabitants of this jungle. Past that, you wouldn't know much about them. They're reclusive. They are not touched by civilization as they don't want to be.
Oh, they're the people that like pushed
This
everyone.
is an indigenous individual in the jungle.
Still on the ground yet, or up in the tree
Oh, they're
branch?
still in the tree branch. They're a good like 30, 40 feet away, but they're just aware of you and just looking very oddly at your group.
Alarm will just do a quick drawing on the ground using a small stick, basically of the symbol of the Changebringer.
Roll a persuasion at disadvantage.
That's fair. 11.
Looks at it and looks back at you and kind of just like straightens up, and you hear it gives kind of like a half shoot of a howl across the area, and then you hear about 4, 5, 6 different like howls, and the individual backs away.
Fine, then go off doing whichever I say in Sylvan.
They stop and look down. Who said that? In Sylvan.
Dorzen pops his head, walks out.
I turn my helmet on.
Ding!
I look to Alarin. It's Sylvan.
Oh.
Perhaps you could tell them we mean no harm, and we are here to help the Lost Goliaths in
I'm not
the...
supposed to know that, but okay.
Oh, Dorson, you would know that.
No,
I said
Dorzen is supposed to.
they're not
Yes.
supposed to know that.
Remember the one thing about it, you're not supposed to tell anybody.
Yeah, fair enough. Just tell them we are here to help.
So what's this person's reaction to the
They're a
horseman?
person. I mean, oh, you're stepping all the way out.
Yep.
I thought it was just one of those torsos out now. I mean,
Which is weirder, a horseman coming out of nowhere or a guy's half out of a pocket?
I mean, both, yeah. So you step out fully, and the individual kind of like evaluates you and looks odd, but what are all of you doing here in our jungle?
We are searching for a cave of treasures.
They kind of like snarl at you, and you see the arrow is moving over to the bow.
We know it's a trap.
Then why do you seek it?
To deal with the ones that set the trap.
Kind of relinquishes and goes. It grabs onto a single vine, chops it with the arrow, which is a very sharp arrow, and slides down very slowly and lands within about 15 feet of you or so. Just starts looking at your face. The Rukshak sent you.
Yes.
Why?
trying to phrase the words right.
Yeah, yeah.
A bargain.
Don't say too much, Dorzen.
I am aware.
Say we just let them know that we mean them no harm, and we will be out of their territories.
Are you speaking in Sylvan right now?
No,
I'm
common, but he can
common to
he can
he
comprehend
said he turned
all
on the
languages.
helmet.
Yeah, he can only
but-
comprehend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't speak it. He just understands everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So right now you're speaking common to him.
Say,
You all should move before the dawn breaks. You are inside of many inhabitants' hunting grounds.
We appreciate the warning.
Do not defile our jungles.
Any who try will deal with me.
Takes
Yes,
two.
Can you
Oh,
ask
they
them what
begin stepping back.
constitutes defilement?
Don't rip the branches. Don't cause a fire. Don't pave roads and do things to the natives. Pretty much everything the colonies did, don't do.
Yeah, well, I haven't started a fire a single time yet. Here.
Yet.
Here.
But they begin walking back and they pull out a second arrow, and you watch as they just stick them into the tree using those as grips to climb all the way to the top.
Wow, that tree must be kinky. Hey.
But anyways,
You
Okay,
guys
so
didn't mind
we
the
have
fire
to
when we
wake up before sunrise. Apparently, we're in the middle of a hunting ground.
It should be no problem.
I suppose, well, we have this bubble. Shouldn't be a problem, but of course.
It's better to walk when they're asleep.
Sound idea, because we would go when they're least active and then remain safe when they're most active.
so are you all going to sleep, or is anybody going to take watches, or what? Alarin, you're up inside of the tree branches, so
Mm-hmm.
you're
Quick
within.
question.
Your survival was high enough. You are within a close enough range that all of them are in the aura of your weapon. So
Oh, yeah.
I have a quick question too. Is why does one of us have to be outside of the hut?
He's choosing to right now.
yes,
No, it's because of the terrain as well.
yeah. It was either one of you is outside of the hut, or one of you can't get a functioning full night rest because of the roots in the area. The forest doesn't have just open clearings that are precisely 20 by 20 feet wide. Like, it just doesn't. The best you could find was this area. But at least it's an area you could actually set up your hut, because if you didn't have stable ground, you can't set it up.
So, are you suggesting that we move during the night and rest during the day?
Before dawn, at best. So we can still sleep. Which means we should get to sleep very soon.
Right.
We want to all be rested before daybreak.
I can take third watch.
Yeah, I'll take the morning watch then. As usual.
I guess I'll take second watch. Someone said daybreak, someone said third. I'm trying to figure out time slots.
Well, normally 4 watches would be.
Ideal.
Let's say we, so if we go to sleep at like 10, Then the fourth watch is from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
I'm getting a full sleep. Badge can take all the watches. I can't perceive anything.
Yeah, no. And I think by this point they are used to Jimmy not taking a watch.
Yeah.
To be fair, Ouch is really effective of waking people up if something happens.
It's just knowing what the fuck's going on that's the issue.
And the problem is getting enough sleep if shit keeps waking you up.
So, first watch, Conaroth. Is that what you said?
I said third.
Okay. First watch, Prissa, Alarin. Which one do you want it?
Alarm can take it.
Alrighty. Second watch, Dorzen. Third watch, Conaroth. Yurik, final watch. Got it. Once again, the two wee folk don't have to do anything.
Jero, can we say that Ouch is helping on each of the perception checks?
Absolutely. So, each of you make your perception checks with advantage, as you do have a mechanical bug-like backpack helping you out.
And a horned rabbit there to give you some emotional comfort or something when you're doing your watch.
Should we do it in order of the watches?
No, it doesn't matter what order, because what's going to happen, if anything happens, will be determined afterwards.
All right. Oh, 28.
24.
13.
20.
Okay. So, the first few watches are going to go up by without a hitch.
Roll 20 twice in a row now.
Take it. The fourth watch, something's going to happen. But before we get to that, Jimmy, you go to sleep.
Oh
Right
no,
now.
not again.
You wake inside of your dream again, in the same large expanse of your perfect ideal workshop if you had infinite money and infinite resources and space. And you see, standing in the corner, flipping through a book, is a familiar individual. Mitch. Turns to you and smiles. Hello, Jimmy. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I figured I'd check in again.
Not at all. Yeah, I did manage to get that clay regent that we were needing. Managed to get, I think, a good amount.
Really?
It's like 2 pots and like 15, 20, about 19 pounds, 20 pounds maybe. I think Prissa got some too, so if we need some more, we could probably just borrow it, you know?
Was there more there to be had?
We got pretty deep down into it. I didn't really have any other containers. There was still some left over, but I mean, it wasn't a huge amount.
Would you like to show me where that deposit was? You watch a map appears of the expanse of the mountain.
I think we were around there. There was a cliff. I remember that because Dorzen and Yurik almost fell completely off. I don't know what they were doing.
That is very entertaining.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, right there. Thank you, Jimmy. 20 pounds, you say?
About that. Yeah.
I trust your judgment. I'll send a reasonable amount of coin to your assistant in Amman, if you would like. Unless, of course, you want something else.
No, that'd be great. I mean, it's always helpful. Information more than anything. There's just a thing I wanted to ask. We ran into this Goliath lady, and she did some weird, I don't know. She like knew things, and it seemed like she knew things even about us. That was kind of weird. What are we doing this for exactly? The creation.
Well, you're doing it because you want to benefit whatever I can give to you. I'm doing it to broaden my horizons and to expand my knowledge further.
See, I knew it. And I already knew the answer. It's just silly. I'm sorry.
So, it's fine, James. Those spiritual people, and he does the air quotes in front of you, which you've picked up on what that means. They think their way of life is superior to others. That their way of knowledge, magic, and obtaining power is the proper way of doing so. Servitude and debt to these greater beings that would not care for a simple person as you or myself.
Just because you don't understand something doesn't make it wrong, you know?
That's what I'm saying. See, James?
Yeah.
We share that kinship. Now, if you are also interested, I have something else to offer you.
Yeah.
While we're in this state, you can research, plan schematics. Now, they will not become solidified, of course. However, I believe you have a very keen mind, don't you? Well, keen enough.
So I could, like...
If you would like, I can keep doing this for you, to a reasonable extent. I do have to sleep once in a while, so you can continue your research.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I'm glad that we're going around and finding all these things, but I just never have time to do anything. Like, we're always moving or talking to people or getting attacked by other things, and it's like, oh, there's not enough hours in the day to get everything accomplished.
Well,
that would be amazing.
Time here moves much more quickly than it does out there, but at least it gives you a bit more. And keep in mind, you're gonna have to jot everything down quickly, but again, keep it our secret.
Before I forget it all, yeah.
If they start believing too greatly into those deities and those diviners as they have, they may see what we're doing as a blight and want to stop it. And neither of us want this to stop, do we, Jimmy?
Well, no, but I mean, I'm not going out to join the church or anything.
Right.
I have seen some of the stuff that they've done, and it does seem kind of useful and helpful.
Jimmy, what they've done, heal people, see the path before you, talk over long distances. We've done things like that. Better even. Have they been able to create life with their hands?
Yeah, I
create it, not restore it. Create.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at Ouch. It's practically a living, breathing thing by your own creation. Now, you're getting a lot closer to that. One day, maybe. And you don't want them to take that away from you because they see it as blasphemous to their own rights.
Well, Ouch isn't living. I'm not.
He could be.
But that's not what I want.
Why not? You don't want him to be better? What is life? Sentience, awareness, understanding, comprehension. That is what life is.
I mean, I want to make Ouch better. I want to make him the best. But life, I don't know about doing that.
Stop thinking of life as you were taught what it meant. Think of it as what we use it for. advancement, knowledge, understanding, comprehension, and ability. With all of those properties, for all intents and purposes, Ouch is alive. You just have to break it down as any other formula that we've worked through in the past.
I mean, if he could actually learn things, that would be very useful.
Yes. And we can achieve this together.
I mean, if I get more time, absolutely.
Then I will continue to give you more time. Just don't mind as I sit here and help you, of course.
All right. Thanks.
Of course. Again, just our little secret.
It's a secret?
Between us. I don't want them to stop what we're doing. And if they're saying I'm a bad guy, they might see as what I'm doing as bad, and what you are doing as well. And
No. It wasn't them. It was the woman. It was a Juger.
And how did they take it? Did they defend you, or did they accept it?
They didn't accept what she said. They didn't really pick a side.
That is what those people do. Pris is smart, though. Pris is like us. And what'd they do with her?
Well.
Hmm?
Hmm.
They don't like us or our kind. Now, your friends can be lovely, nice people, and I enjoy the fact that they serve such a good purpose in protecting you and Prissa. But we should be wary, nonetheless. Just be a little cautious, that's all.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I just don't see the point in hiding it, like, because we can share all this knowledge with everybody and just make everything better.
And we will, one day. But first, we need to prove that this knowledge is useful.
Get the kinks out.
Yes. Have a
Less dangerous.
experimental show of its capabilities.
I gotcha. Yeah. That
Good.
makes sense.
Now, he waves his hand and you are now in the furnace room. Show me, how do you plan on optimizing Ouch again? And you're going to be spending the next portion of your rest researching.
All right.
Cool. Now, Sir Uric, it is during your watch that you begin hearing the large creatures of this forest begin waking up for early hunting.
Right.
Now, you've just started it, and you've been keeping a general awareness around the terrain.
Mm-hmm.
You see groups of the monkeys moving through, jumping between vines and different areas. You see what appear first to be very calm, normal-looking creatures turn out to be far more devious than you would anticipate.
Right.
There is a deer with dark black tan skin and fur, no horns, just walking. And as a different predator approaches towards it, you watch as the slit in its mouth opens, spreads wide, and it engulfs the entire creature in its bite and jaw. And it just looked like a slightly larger deer.
Okay. Good to know. Let's see. So Ilarin is sleeping outside of the bubble in the branch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm keeping a very close eye on the area around him.
Okay.
And let's see. I haven't regained any spells yet, but I still have the one I didn't cast last day, right?
Correct.
So, yeah.
Or
so
no. If your final watch, you have your long rest when you begin your final watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're at the point where you're studying your book to change out spells. So while you're doing that and keeping watch, you're doing that as well.
Right. Okay.
No?
Just looking at my spell list to see if I have anything useful. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep a close eye, and if anything comes close to Lauren, I'm going to try and scare it off somehow.
Okay. You do notice some of the flora in the area is beginning to bud.
Okay.
You also notice this greenish pollen spread out from a yellow, bright, four-pronged flower with red dots across it, unlike anything you've ever seen.
Yeah. I go up and lick it. No, I don't. I'm assuming everything in this jungle is poisonous, so I'm just gonna... Yeah.
Good assumption. Everything's trying to kill you. That's how you have a safe and happy long life.
Yeah.
So, as that pollen is floating through the area...
Oh, it's floating towards us and...
Oh, it's spreading through the entire area.
Okay. It's not... does it go into the bubble also?
Well, it's not quite there yet.
Okay. Right. I don't really have any wind spells, so... let's see. How long does it take to prepare all the spells? It's 1 hour, right?
1 hour, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is towards the beginning of your watch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll cast Detect Poison and Disease on the pollen.
Okay. That's a poison.
Right.
It is spreading wider and even upwards in the area.
Right. We're gonna... I don't really have anything to get this away.
Alrighty then.
I'm
At
going
that point,
to...
okay.
Yep.
What are you doing?
No, I'm going to just awaken Prissa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prissa, you're just waking up before your full 10 hours of sleep.
What?
That's a. Yes. What do you need, sir?
Well, you see, just get up and come over here.
Yeah. The poisonous pollen is now beginning to encroach into your bubble as well.
Oh, it's actually coming into it?
Yeah, passing through.
Right.
Can I not allow that to happen?
You think you're not allowing it to happen. It's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen, Prissa.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, and that pollen is poisonous.
Alright.
So
Where did it come from?
Closest people on the edge,
plants.
Jimmy, Dorzen, con saves, please.
I didn't think it was that fast.
24. Whoops.
This has been very long as it is spreading.
Quick question, Jero. The how far away is? Well, I guess first of all, can I see the plant that this pollen came from?
If he would point it out to you, sure, but it's a little late for that, as the two of your allies are woken up from their sleep, coughing heavily and just spitting up a little bit of some blood from inside of their mouth.
Right.
You
This isn't-
both are gonna suffer.
Everyone get up.
21 points of poison damage, halved because of your success.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
where did this come from?
The plants, it's started to spread.
What
just
plants?
In the air. That one, and
At that
some
point,
others around.
Conoroth, Sir Uric, and Prissa, I need con
I-
saves.
I was gonna like to try something, but
Yeah,
It's spreading as you are talking.
okay. I'll make the con save first, then I'm gonna
Yep.
do something. And
Is
see
the
if it
sun
works.
up?
No.
Okay.
Hey. 13, that's going to be a fail, Prissa. So, as it starts spreading even further into this area, and he starts pointing it out to you, you begin prepping whatever you're prepping. That is 16 points of poison damage to each of you. Halved if you were successful. Prissa, you take the full 16, and you are now under the poison condition.
Ooh.
As you are coughing up blood and you feel the pollen like enveloping your area. Alarin, you are now awake as your allies are all coughing and spitting blood on the ground, and Prissa looks terrible.
As a I'm not gonna say reaction because that's a whole thing, but
Mhm.
what I wanted to try to do, and I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I want to try to knock down this pollen by using mold earth to basically throw dirt onto it.
You try that. Unfortunately, pollen does not get easily thrown by dirt. It just spreads outwards. It's
Does it
too
spread
late.
away from us, at least?
Well, sure. But now, Alarin, you are awake and you see this moving up towards you, and now I need your con save.
Would I have time to do anything?
Not without anybody
As-
giving you a reasonable warning. You just notice it as it's enveloping your area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would I have the ability to?
I did shout for everyone to wake up.
Yes. What were you asking, Kanala?
Would I have time to notice if there's a spot it hasn't reached yet?
You're more than welcome to roll a perception check if you would like.
Sure.
For you, Alarin, that is 21 points of poison damage, halved to 11. Conoroth, you notice the pollen spread wide from the base of the plant. It's not by the plant anymore.
So you're saying it's like a bubble in a way.
Yes, it immediately bloomed, and it just spreads outwards, kind of like a wave from it. It's not in that localized area anymore, though.
Further in is safe. It blooms from the plant in a wave.
All right.
And
At
Kanoroth
this
will-
point, I need initiative from everybody.
Oh,
I'm guessing I did not get my long rest yet.
You were
Not yet,
first
no.
watch, you would have probably.
I
That
forgot
seems
to
pretty
click my
No.
token.
No, first watch would not be long rested by now. The only reason Sir Uric has it is because he's been resting the whole time. This is happening during the fourth watch.
Oh, so
So
Prissa
no
hasn't
one got
gotten.
it, but you're
For you, Prissa and Jimmy, long rest complete. Sir Uric, long rest complete. Everybody else, no.
Okay.
wow, natural one on that.
Ready? Keep in mind, Alarin, you do have advantage.
Yeah, it automatically rolls with advantage. I just forgot to click my token the first time.
All right, cool. We set it to 20 now. Is that everybody?
No, 17 is right.
I thought 20. Oh, no, No,
Yeah.
20.
I rolled 17 first. It always rolls with advantage.
I apologize. I didn't see that it did that. All right, so you have a higher dex than Jimmy, though. But anyways, as this has all been shouted out to you, let me roll it for the pollen. Actually, no, the pollen is going to happen on initiative count 15.
Wait, Alarin, what is your dex?
My dex is 18.
Mine's 19.
What the fuck? Jimmy's fast. Never mind.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're first.
I was like, dude, really? All right. So I don't know if you caught it, but I'm standing on top of Ouch, I order Ouch to start moving out of the poison, and I'm screaming around to the group, "Don't touch anything that's wet! It's poison. It's all poison!" And we start making our way out of the bubble. So Ouch can move 20 feet. I imagine we probably just get outside of it.
You make it up towards the plant itself. Are you moving further away or in towards the plant that Conrath pointed to you?
Actually, since I'm not going to be on the ground, well, it can move. Probably moving back to about. Is it inside the bubble? It's kind of.
Yes, it's filling the bubble up that all of you are in right now.
Yeah, we're moving out. Hauling ass
All right.
out.
So, to give you a little bit more of a generalized look, the pollen is moving outwards from this plant right here.
Yep.
And it closer to the plant is safe.
Yes. Within 10 feet of the plant is safe.
I do an insight check on the DM about that one.
Sure.
Yeah,
You fail.
me and
You have to beat at 99.
But yeah, you and Ouch move outside the plant, so you move 20 feet from where you were.
Yep.
Or 20 feet from where Ouch was, not where you were.
Exactly. So 5.
All right, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way back.
All right. Yep.
Awesome. Cool. And that was you and Ouch, so done.
Yeah.
Alarin.
Let's see. Pressa is looking like shit, and there appears to be a safe spot near the plant.
Correct.
So, luckily, Alarn is allowed in the bubble, so he will drop down and pick up Prissa and feline agility it into the safe space.
Alrighty.
With,
Prissa, you are
Okay.
scooped up. Now, with your half movement speed from carrying somebody, Alarin, you do make it inside of it. However, as the two of you are in there, and Prissa, you're kind of like on his back as he's running on all fours as quickly as he can.
I thought actually he just scooped me up like a football, and while I'm just coughing my lungs out.
Yeah, but for feline agility, it's all fours to move faster. It's literally cat paws. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not by the scruff of my robe then, like a little
Then,
kitten?
sure. Sure. Okay.
Sorry.
Regardless, you're both in there now.
yeah, and Prissa is
second.
looking.
Yep. Alrighty. 21 against you, Alarin, and 19 against you, Prissa.
Of course. 21 will, just hit.
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
hit.
As you move into the area of the plant, you notice the ground opens up around and like a giant Venus flytrap fully engulfs you both.
Ah! Of course.
You
What
both
in
suffer-
fucking jungle.
4 points of piercing damage, as well as that's a good start. That's a good start. Okay.
I was gonna
It
say
did not
that I
have
was.
advantage on its attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say that on my way there, as I picked up this, I would also cast something.
Oh, you didn't say that before you already moved in. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
So.
yeah.
You didn't say it. Yeah. Sorry.
I was getting to it as soon as I placed down my token. You started saying it.
Because you said I move in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that triggers the held action.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yes. Sorry. Next
Yeah,
time.
no worries.
Next time. However, you are going to suffer 9 points of acid damage to both of you, and you're both considered restrained and blind.
Well, that's not good.
Restrained and blind?
Yes. You can't see. It just closed its mouth on them.
Well, he still technically has an action, right? because you just.
Oh yes, yeah. You still have an action. You're just restrained and blind.
Well, that changes it a little bit. Let's see. Do I have anything I can do? Well, sorry about this plant, but we're gonna have to try
Hey, the plant
to.
started it.
Yeah, the plant started it. This is on the plant's on 2 leaves. So yeah, we will. The question is, should I? Nah, we'll just try to slice our way out at disadvantage.
Yep, make your attacks at disadvantage.
14. No, 10.
It's very difficult to like get your blade and like actually have any solid purchase, as it feels like the acid inside of this is way too slippery for you to get like a good hit on it. And the fact you can't really move your arms very much either, it's just you're not having luck. 10 misses.
Yeah, with the last 2, we'll just try to position the blade upwards and just slice at both sides at the same time. 12 and 18.
18 also misses. It's really difficult to get a grip, and as you finally like find a solid place for your blade to like anchor in, you push, and it feels a little elastic as you're trying to pierce through from this side.
Well, shit.
18 just barely misses.
That's it for me then.
Alrighty. Now it is the pollen's turn. Now, despite the fact that it just grew this big in size, I was just showing you how big it is. The aura is still the same area. I don't know why it adjusts. It's stupid. But anyways, Dorzin, Conroth, and Sir Yurik, I need another round of con saves from you.
Oh lord.
Alrighty.
I'm rolling really well today.
Dorzin would be the only person still in Ilarin's aura other than Prissa. So, Dorzin, on an 18, you are successful. Sir Yurik and Conroth. Conroth, you are no longer in the aura, but a 16 is still successful.
Yes.
You all suffer half damage, and it's going to be 19 points of poison damage, halved to 10.
Right.
Now, the creature is going to start its action. Digest. I need strength saving throws from both of you inside. No, don't hurt the force. Fucking burn it all.
No, this isn't desecration. This is survival of the fittest.
One fireball coming right up.
Oh, hey, nice. Prissa in 11 fails. I apologize. Ilarin, you feel like the neck is constraining, grabbing, and pulling you. However, you manage to like grab onto either end of the elastic sides, and with your claws really stick in and hold on. However, you feel Prissa is being swallowed down your back. Prissa, you are going to suffer 14 points of bludgeoning damage, as well as an additional 8 points of acid damage.
Cool beans.
Ready? Sir Yurik, at the top of your turn, you're inside of it. Give me another con save.
Alright.
Wait, Yurik's inside?
So no,
Poison.
inside of the pollenous
Okay,
area.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay, you feel fine. Keep moving.
How is the area around the plants? Are there like trees everywhere?
Yes, you are in a jungle.
Yeah, but like immediately next to it?
Not immediately, within 10 feet of it.
Right.
It seems to encroach this area as its territory, and the other trees do not move into its territory.
Yep. So I have a question about Wall of Fire. Can you stack it in the same area several times?
You can, but it doesn't deal additional damage.
Okay.
However, the height of it will burn trees. There's a canopy.
Yeah, but he can control how tall it is and how wide it is.
Oh, you can control how tall it is. Well, then yes, you can stack it all in one localized area, like around the actual plant itself, if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, well, they are still in the same squares. They are.
Not technically. Count the area Prissa and Alarin are in is where the plant is as well.
Yeah,
Right.
we're basically in full cover, aren't we, since we're being swallowed?
Sure.
Yeah, so I can't see them.
No, you cannot.
No. But I can. Yeah. So the plant is basically the size of the green area on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So I'll make a wall of fire. Just get the drawing.
Surrounding the plant. You don't have to draw it. It's surrounding the plant, right?
It's not completely surrounding it. It's on one side.
So
It's
smile in front of it or on the back of it
It's in
and
this
pushing in.
area. Yeah.
Okay. And you keep it at a reasonable height not to burn everything.
Yep.
Okay. So, roll it again for me, because I believe it has to make a dex save, right?
Let's see. On fire. Yeah, each creature within its area. It's 37.
Hmm.
Right. So it's 5d8.
Okay, 15.
No, that's I re-rolled once. So it's.
Don't you re-roll ones and twos?
I
Elemental
don't think
Adept, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure it's twos also. So,
Fairly certain it's twos. Or is that just Great Weapon Master?
I know choose is great.
no, you treat any one on the damage die as a 2. So yeah.
Ah, see, I knew some of the words.
Yeah,
So it's
17
17 points of fire damage as you watch the plant itself engulfs in flames and starts bellowing upwards. Alarin, you suffer, or dex save, Alarin. You're
He's not-
restrained though. He's inside of the plant, the entire area of the plant.
Yeah, but he's. Yeah, I was trying to place it on the far side, so it's
You don't
not-
know where they are.
Yeah, right.
It is on the far side, but both of them are being swallowed, which is the far side, if the mouth is facing you. So,
Right. Okay.
Alarin, you're still in the mouth. Give me a dex save, disadvantage, you're restrained.
Oh yeah, because I'm still in the mouth.
Correct.
Prissa is the only one being.
Chris is being swallowed. She's not
Yeah.
in the range of this.
Yeah, she
17.
looked-
Pretty good.
Which
Is that so your spell save DC?
Yeah, it's above. My DC is 16.
You are successful. You take half damage.
and half of that. So
Hey. Perfect. However, the
Seven.
creature kind of recoils backwards and looks like it did not like that at all, Sam I am.
If you have resistance, this ignores it. Sorry.
yeah, I have resistance to spells, not fire.
Yeah, that's that workaround thing.
I'll allow it. Fuck it.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. No, wait.
Yeah, only reason I said it is because you allowed it the last time.
Yeah.
Fire happened.
Oh, that green is barely even noticeable, isn't it? I'll change it to blue.
Yeah, you can see it.
I can't.
All right.
Shit.
Alrighty. As the fires envelop and start coalescing, and the plant itself catches on fire.
Nice.
Conoroth,
Yes.
He is going to see this. He's like, shit. He's going to crouch down, move his full movement towards the plant, and midway through, he will change.
Okay. So, describe to us how that looks.
You see, as he moves forward, the cloak comes off, and you see long claws form from his hands with fur going up to the shoulders. His face gets more animalistic and is, along with his feet as well, showing visible claws and very lichen-like.
So, you all watch as he goes woofy, as we all described it previously, and runs up to it. I believe that is your action.
Bonus action to transform.
Holy fuck, okay.
But yeah, downside is everything else is a bonus action. So, I'm going to attempt to...
Oh wait, sorry, you started in the pollen. Con save at the start of your turn.
Yeah, right.
You were not inside of the aura. 10. You are now under the poison condition. Continue.
That does what again?
Disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls. Yeah.
Well, still going to do what I was going to do. I will attempt to, with my claws, try to pry it open.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Disadvantage.
By the way, I forgot my move action.
Mhm.
Can I just want to pull my cloak around my face and wrap it around my nose and mouth,
Okay.
just to cover.
Yep. So you grab onto the mouth and you start ripping it open, but it's really hard to open up this trap. That is one of your attacks. Or no. That is your action to try to break it open.
Alrighty.
Right? Doors in. Start of your turn. Con save. You are in the aura. You feel fine.
Okay. I cannot offhand with a 2-weapon handed weapon. Pretty sure.
No.
That's what I thought. Dorzen's gonna move up to the relatively safe space.
Yep.
Gonna pull out Pyramaw.
Okay.
And for my action... Wait, hold on. Is that how that works? Okay. For my action, I'm gonna take Pyramaw. I'm gonna swing at this freaking thing. Let go of my freaking friends!
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Why did it have to be charisma, man?
The way them all works.
Wait. Does my Fey blood affect this?
No.
14.
Okay.
18.
18 plus 4 to all saving throws.
Oh, thank God.
That's completely different. The maul grows as you are swinging it down towards it. Make an attack roll with Pyramaw.
So I'm not attuned, so I don't get the fire damage, right?
No. You are attuned now.
Oh, wait, really? That's what the charisma was for?
Yeah.
Yes! Finally!
Are you able to convince Pyramaw that you deserve to wield it?
Okay, nice. Here's hoping I beat an 18. No!
Guess what?
Jimmy.
You are
Wait, what?
5 feet out of range.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay, let's be more realistic here. The green area is where the creature is. So technically Dorzen would be like here or here. and Conaroth would be like here.
So you're saying that whole
That's the
inner
DM.
green area is the plant?
Yes. That's also the safe zone.
If he's within 30, I'm of course going to use my reaction.
Alrighty. Halflings are stupid lucky like that.
Yeah, especially with feats.
So I can re-roll that one.
Yes, you can.
Oh, thank God.
Now, keep in mind that Pyre Maul is a +1 weapon.
It is. My attack's +9 because of that.
Yep. Go ahead, re-roll it.
Wow.
13 misses. You bring the maul and missing past, and you see little sparks of fire shooting off as well.
I should have done that. Shoot.
Multi-attack.
Alright. I'm going to action surge.
Don't you just standardly have another attack?
That was to attack. Oh wait, that
That
was
was
my,
one.
I
at
re-rolled the one.
advantage. Yeah. So go ahead, try again.
I'm already in my attack action. I can't bonus action. Alright.
14
What the
misses.
frick is happening?
Getting better. You're getting better.
Yeah. It's
You're
just
getting
one
used to
foot
the
in front of
hammer's
other.
weight.
It's a brand new weapon, Dorzen. We forgive you.
Yeah. It was much smaller a moment ago.
Yep.
Go ahead, try again.
Try again.
You said you wanted to action surge, right?
Yes, but I'm not going to use that action to attack. I'm going to use that action to cast this. It is now cursed. The next attack against it, it is vulnerable to.
Oh.
It takes an action to use that, which is why I decided to attack first.
The next
Attack
damage,
that hits
the
it.
next attack that hits it is vulnerable to the damage of that attack. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Chrissa's
Ooh.
next. I really hope she's not dead.
I mean,
I hope
Marissa.
so too.
At the start of your turn, give me a con save.
Okay, I'm probably dead, guys.
It is damage, so you fall unconscious.
I was literally at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Oh.
oof.
So now you are unconscious and being digested by the thing.
I know, right? Fantastic.
Jimmy.
Why is everybody running towards the plane? Get away from the plane! Everybody needs to stop fighting!
It's eating Prissa.
And I tell Ouch to go grab Alarin and Prissa. So Ouch moves 5, 10, 15, 20. And I call out to Ouch, turn on the crafting protocol. And Ouch is going to have a little metal tube come out of his faceplate. And you see a little whiff of like smoke and fire poop out. So that is my action. That is my bonus action. And then my movement, I guess I'm going to kind of move up along the edge here and try to get a better view. Where'd they go? I don't see them. Sir Uric, Dorzen, can you grab him? And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Alarin, you're inside of this thing. At the start of your turn, you suffer 6 points of acid damage.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, really need to get out of this thing and quickly, so we'll use a session inspiration for the first attack.
Okay.
Oh, please. God
Please.
damn it.
16 misses. 20 hits, though.
Oh,
And
God.
it's vulnerable.
It
it's
is vulnerable to your
Double
attack.
damage.
Imagine if I actually had crit on that. But yeah, we're pumping in a 3rd level divine smite on that.
Yep.
So
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
yeah, hopefully. No, that is wrong. I was gonna click
Wrong
that
button,
one for
wrong
the
button,
damage.
Ooh.
So that's 14 points of slashing and 2 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's...
That's 16 points of damage. Now your
And-
third level divine smite, double.
Yeah, is this an undead or fiend?
No, it is not.
Worth a shot.
This is a what the fuck plant.
So that's another 44 points of radiant damage.
So 44 plus 16, was it?
Yeah, so 60 points in total.
60 points of damage on this creature.
Reason I took that second level in cleric.
As this happens, you all watch as the creature just and shoots both of them, projectile vomit, out of its mouth, prone onto the ground.
And Prissa is not moving.
Prissa is just lying there on the ground.
Movement to stand up.
Yep.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, you definitely beat that damage threshold to make it regurgitate. Pollen! There's three of you in the pollen. Ouch is immune to poison, isn't it?
Dorzen's in the safe zone. I physically hit it, remember?
Oh yeah, you moved actually in, and Kanalroth was in it as well. But like, that's the thing about the aura. You know what? Yeah, this aura thing is not being projected properly. You're all fine. Sir Yurik, you're the only person in the pollen still. Give me another con save.
Do I get advantage because of the mouth claw?
Unfortunately, it's not about inhalation.
Alright. Let's see. 23.
You are successful. Damage.
Wait, aren't paladins
12 points of poison damage down to 6.
Right.
Paladins are immune to disease, not poison.
Yep.
Sir Yurik, now it is your turn. Top of your turn, give me another con save.
Alright.
This one is based off of breathing, so advantage.
Okay. 28.
You're good.
I'm going to, let's see. Does it look like the plant is still active? Or
Yes,
is
it just regurgitated from it. There is a
Right.
very bright divine glow that shot from its stomach and threw all of you out. All of them out.
Well, Prissa looks really badly hurt, so, and I guess several others are also. So I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where is that? Oh, there we go.
I don't see Prissa, by the way. Where is she on the map?
She's
Right here.
under Alarin.
Okay, got it.
It's a wound. Up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius. Alright.
From where you're standing, everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Alright. So that's 3d8 plus 4. 19. Everyone gets 19.
ooh, all of you feel the bright sunny rays shooting off of Sir Yurik as he's trying not to cough out any more of this gook from his mouth, and all of you feel revitalized from it. Prissa, you immediately come back to consciousness.
And the plant has to make a dexterity save.
How much health was it again?
19. You said dex save?
Yeah.
All right, 15 minus 3, it failed.
Right. So it takes 29 points of damage.
What's that from?
The wall of fire is still active.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Sir Yurik, how do you want to do this?
As they are just regurgitated, I after casting the cure wound spell, I just focus on the wall of fire and it just burns the whole thing to ashes.
You all watch as his focus envelops the fire so that the wall kind of cascades on top of it, fully engulfing the creature, and as he snuffs the fires in his grip, the creature turns to ash, smoldering over the ground surrounding it.
Yep. And then I immediately turn off the wall of fire.
Now, as you all kind of come back to consciousness, Looking around you and noticing the pollen is floating far away now, no longer in the aura of that what the fuck. I think this is where we're going to go ahead and take our break. So, everybody watching, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Surprisingly
As per
early.
usual. Yeah, nobody died. Hey, look at that. So, as per usual, open slots, projects, and media. Alrighty, there we go. We're done everything. So, as you all begin catching your breath from what just transpired between you all and the creature, you look at the section of scorched ground beneath your feet. However, despite the acid ripping through most of your ally skins and the pollen, now you realizing you have these like large blisters against your skin from when it sat into you. You all are alive. And you are all looking at Dorzen, who's holding Pyre that is fully ablazed and back in its form.
Listen, you you're doing good.
Brisa, I
Brisa.
give you 2 potions of healing.
Let me take care of that for you, Brisa. Orange lays a hand on your shoulder, and soft wind just envelops you and clears out a black mist and carries it off.
Thanks. What happened? York woke me up, and then there was some pollen, and I couldn't breathe, and then there was darkness. Did something grab me?
Darkness.
Well, yes, the big plant ate us.
That's that. Where's it at?
It's over there. Some of it's in the air.
It's Ash by now.
Ouch is in the background, just like flamethrowering all the various
Oh
pieces.
my god.
Godspeed.
In the hole, just...
Did anyone else get affected by the poison?
I did.
You say, looking at the giant fucking wolf man.
That-
About time.
Yes.
And none of you, aside from Prissa or Dorzen, know what the fuck that is.
So, are you a werewolf?
Sort of. Kind of, sort of.
Let him answer.
Conaroth, werewolf is a very discriminatory term.
You look better with fur.
That's our word.
Well, you look better with fur. It suits you.
I do have lycanthropy in my blood, yes.
You're really quiet now.
I do have lycanthropy in my blood, yes.
All right, a little bit.
Well, I probably can't clear that, but the poison I can take care of.
You will not clear that, or you will lose your head.
I just said I could not.
At the
So,
very least, we can trust them for what we're doing ahead.
Yes. It appears you would be quite capable.
I meant by their... Actually, I don't think I know that. Never mind.
Prissa can transform into things a lot bigger than a wolf.
No, but that's from a magic spell, whereas Grunt and I guess Jackie and Canaroth can do it without sort of magic spells.
You do
Oh,
also
you don't use magic either?
A form of it, but not this.
Oh, nice. Is it like a potion?
No, but some do.
and you'll see like with just from one claw just scratches across his arm, and you see his now claws just enveloped in like little lightning bolts scorching across it.
as well as Jimmy, you are the only one who notices the wraps are the only thing that still seems solid against him and are currently excessively bleeding, but not from him. Roll me a history check, Jimmy.
I never heard about those.
Oh shit!
Jimmy, you've done extensive research on all of these objects, as much as there exists of it.
Oh.
And
wait,
you
is
recognize those wraps, though you have never seen them drawn or depicted. You only know of the one little outlying factor about these wraps, that they are constantly blood-ridden and drip with it. This is one of the vestiges.
You want to and I have my little metal stick thingy device. I start walking towards Conoroth. I just need to put this here on the end, and I'm going to pull out the actuator.
Conoroth, do you allow this?
Uh,
It looks like a square metal box thing that he's poking you.
With like
Just
a metal
holding it.
antenna.
What are you doing?
Like I said, I just need to put this end here. It gives me more information, more data, so I can, collect. And basically, it has to do with the properties of like various items, and it kind of gives you a good readout of what it is you're dealing with.
No.
But I just want to know like what it is exactly. And he's still walking towards you. He hasn't backed off or anything.
is there a branch within, like, say, 10 feet above me?
Yeah.
We just see him jump up to it, just casually.
But I get.
Okay. Regular healing potions 2d4 plus 2, right?
Jimmy, I don't think he wants
Yes.
to be analyzed.
Well, I'm not analyzing him. It's the things on his arm. Can I at least? I just want to touch him.
That's what she said.
I didn't say anything, so you're.
Sorry. I just recalled a story. I had a night out call a few years back.
And Bastion, I assume?
No, he was out getting a massage.
He watched.
Well, yeah. Aspect.
What about Ouch? Can Ouch touch him?
Touch. Sorry, I was busy drinking these. Touch what, Jimmy? It's.
He's being very squirrely about it. I don't know.
I mean, he just met you, and we just met him, so it's just natural to be a little uneasy around new people.
Yeah.
Just give it some time, Jimmy. I'm sure we'll. Once we get to know each other better, maybe he will allow it.
You also do
not.
notice in his form, like, he still has his breastplate and belt, and everything else is still on him, except for the cloak that flew off when he transformed.
Jimmy doesn't put the actuator away. He just holds it in his hand and he keeps watching.
He's still in a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I should.
So should I set up the hut again? So hopefully there's no more plants like that around that somehow I don't understand how that pawn could get in. Actually, on that note, Jero, can I do some sort of check to figure out why that pawn was able to get in?
Arcana.
Could I also attempt to figure it out?
Conoroth, how much are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Then yes. Sorry, for new characters, I actually have to think about these questions. Oh, fuck me. All right. Prissa. I mean, it doesn't make any legitimate sense to you. Conaroth,
focus.
yeah, you're kind of focused on not being dead, which is a great thing to be focused on. Conaroth, however, the nature of that protective bubble, you've evaluated people in the past who use that to keep themselves safe from people like you. It is very common that airborne contagions can pass through them, just the same as oxygen passes through in the air. So if something is actually lighter than air itself, it can pass through the dome. Even if it is, or only if it is magical, will it not pass through the dome. However, pollen is a natural thing.
I know why it was able to pass through. I've seen it happen before. Due to its natural properties and being lighter than air, the dome does not stop it, just as it does not stop air.
Krista begins writing this down.
Yeah. Prissa, there's another smart person in the party.
It is very useful for getting around those things.
One with common sense, more importantly.
Hey!
Jimmy, let's be
No,
honest
Doz
here.
is smart when he has his little headband on.
Yeah. Bless you. But yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I would still like to get a little bit of sleep in.
Agreed.
Yes. I suppose we should actually heed the warning that those. Well, I'll call them savages. Yes, they gave it to us.
They are the people of the land, and you will respect them as such.
Look, they don't.
Yes,
live-
I just said we should actually heed what they're saying.
Whatever you
Well,
say, John Smith.
perhaps not call them savages.
Ah, you guys are so easily offended all the time.
You're insulting people.
Well, it's not meant as it's not in an evil way. It's just
I'm-
stating the fact that they are savages compared to
They are tribal people,
well,
not
yes,
savages.
savage tribal people.
Doz, I don't think Sir Yurik means any harm with what he says. He's just, I think the term is he's ignorant when it comes to what to say.
I go up. Dorzen goes up to Sir York. Is it because they speak Sylvan?
No. Why
Insight check.
would it be because they speak Sylvan? No, it's because they're savages.
I think what he means is they're not from a civilized area.
Correct. That is also one way of saying it.
Yes, tribal people.
Yes. Savages.
You say that one more time, Dorsen's gonna smack you on the back of the head.
I was thinking you would donkey kick him, but alright.
Yeah, I was expecting that instead.
Who's the savage now?
I mean, a hoof imprint on someone's body is a bit more impactful than a punch.
Don't worry, he's got some really nice armor that's hard to dent.
Yeah.
Counteroth would at this time jump down, and you see him transform back into just normal Goliath form. And without his cloak on, he's fucking swole.
Yeah.
Wait, does this mean you're okay with it now?
Jimmy, I don't think that's a yes.
No.
One of the things that we were taught in the Lyceum when we have like weekends off or days off is it's not a yes all the time. You need to ask certain things.
Asked him like 5 times, but he keeps saying no.
Yes, and when he doesn't
Then
say no,
take
that
the
doesn't mean
hint.
it's a yes.
I'll ask again later.
Would giving him my headband intelligence help this?
No, intelligence is not his problem.
Wisdom is.
Yeah. Wisdom and charisma. Well, actually, no, you're pretty good on that one. So, wisdom.
For now, let's try not to argue. All right. Could you perhaps put up another dome, Prisa, so we could have our last hours in peace?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I'm already on it.
Hold on. Prisa, you got your magics back, yeah?
Yeah, yes.
In that
How many
case,
times could you use the dome?
Well, if I just cast it as a ritual, it doesn't take so much out of me. I need 10 minutes.
All right, then never mind.
Wait. Is it because the item you want to keep it secret? I'm really good at keeping secrets.
No, you're not.
Jimmy,
And
Jimmy,
I haven't told anybody.
Dorson is just got you by the mouth now and has holds you up and starts
Wait,
walking you away.
what did
from the
Jimmy just
wolfman.
say?
Jimmy just said, I'm keeping a secret for Mitch, and he just.
I'm really good at.
Wait, who are you
So
keeping
I
the
just
secret
stopped
from?
you from doing something stupid for yourself.
Jimmy, I don't mean to burst your bubble with this, because I don't know if you knew this till now, but you're actually not good at keeping secrets.
I know, but that's because I never tried to
Alth
keep.
is still on hand.
Hey, what kind of secret are you keeping?
See? No.
Well,
But
Are
if
you
you were to keep a
sure?
secret, then what would it be?
Somebody asked me to keep a secret, so that's it.
Was it Mitch?
Yeah.
who's Mitch again?
It's nothing, Sir Yurik. Just
Sir Yurik, you would remember the person you met when you left the Shadowfell.
See, I'm really good. Nobody in the group even knows about the secret. Conrad, this is what I'm telling you. I can keep it.
You're trying to brag about keeping secrets by saying you're keeping a secret.
Yeah. Because nobody knows.
But we know you are keeping one now.
Yeah, but you don't
Yes.
know what it is.
And we know
What's
it
the
is
secret?
from Mitch.
quick question, Jero. Is
So-
it possible to concentrate on something while I'm doing this ritual spell?
Sure?
Oh, I
Okay,
know what you're
real
doing.
quickly,
If
I'm fit.
Yeah, the headband of the medallion does not require your concentration. The
Well, that's
medallion
nice to know.
concentrates for you. Yes.
I would like
The
to.
way I rule magic items is if they cast a spell, the item is responsible for the spell, not you.
Well, I would like to fiddle with that as I'm working on the hut, as Jimmy's going on and on
Sleight of
about
hand.
You
You got to beat Jimmy's passive of 8.
shit. That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Look out.
I say that and then I'm gonna fail it. I bet.
Guidance. Can I guidance that?
No. Jimmy,
I knew it.
You know what she's trying to do. She's done that before.
No, I'm just fiddling with my
You
necklace.
take your hand away right now.
From the ritual spell, Jimmy. What do you mean?
Don't do it.
Everybody
First, you gonna
noticed.
try to lie?
Everybody notices, let's be honest.
Krista, I thought we were friends, and how can you even think about
Well,
that?
I thought we were friends too, but then you're keeping some secrets from me.
Because I
Okay.
said I would keep it.
Can everyone just calm down a little bit here? I think, Jimmy, the reason that people are a bit on edge is because of that, the Goliath shaman woman. She said there was some sort of...
Mitch is a bad guy.
Yeah.
is he?
Considering
We don't
Magic.
even know that woman. I know Mitch.
So do I. He's a bad guy.
Why didn't you tell us when we met him?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you?
Me and Prissa met him before you met him.
Yeah, Prissa worked with him. He's all of our friend.
well,
Dorson
it's-
Right. So I will commune tomorrow with the Everlight and figure out if Mitch is... If he's evil, then you shouldn't work with him.
Yeah, you're gonna go ask a god about a person? Yeah, gods don't think a lot about people, Mr.
Yes,
Uric.
they do.
No, they
Who is
don't.
Mitch?
Why would Saren Ray help me heal you guys if she didn't like
I
me.
don't know. Why does everybody in Vasselheim hate magic users?
Because they're
Well,
actually, I don't know.
Can
what
I actually can I do
Vasselheim
it?
is.
Can I do a history check on that one? In terms
Everybody-
of just like lore
you have
history
not
rather than-
studied. Are you proficient in religion, Prissa?
Oh, yes.
Go for it. Roll a religion check. Yeah, the calamity.
Oh, yeah.
The calamity is why they hate magic casters. They think that arcana is a defilement of the gods and is to blame for all of the blights that have ever transpired all of Exandria. Because back in the calamity, people who experimented with magic without restraint were pushing too far. So that's they hate all arcana users, including your type, wizards, everything.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah.
But Prissa does go into that her usual like rambling, historical rambling about that after Jimmy mentions about why. And well, I mean, it seems a little bit sort of biased or ignorant, but they have reason to.
But the gods are also honest, so
right.
Would
And
my uncle
you know,
have been
Jimmy,
around
that
at the time of
is-
the
not
what
calamity?
about-
well, there are some of the gods that don't like people, but those gods are not worth respecting.
Gods like anybody who like them.
It's sort of the same with people too.
Yeah.
Gods are, in many ways, beyond our comprehension.
They are fickle.
Some of them, yes.
Mine was pretty straightforward.
Well, the Raven Queen was once immortal, so that's a cool bit of history.
So was Vecna.
Not. Are we not supposed to tell people that because we learned it in the library?
No, you're not supposed to tell people that, but it's out.
But not still tell people what.
Anything
That
you learned
she-
in the library.
That she
Oh,
ascended
shoot.
to godhood?
I thought that
So-
was common Raven Queen knowledge. I
No.
It's
didn't know.
not!
No, that is not common at all.
No one knows that.
Oh,
that
no,
she was immortal?
People who worship the Raven Queen know that. But that's it. And they don't talk
Yeah.
to people. There's not like a recruitment center for the Raven Queen. Like, they don't discuss that.
God, we're all turning into Jimmy now.
Yep.
So is my earring like
How's it feel?
alarm, kill right now
No.
to this random guy?
No.
Well,
I don't think Mitch is really
Jimmy, do you
Evil.
want me to?
anything about this woman, and I think we're all jumping to conclusions.
You told Jimmy the Raven Queen used to be human.
Yep.
We learned that. I don't know if you read that book, but I read that book when we were there.
Oh, you
I
did?
read lots of the books when we were there.
I
and
didn't
was-
read that book, Jero.
Hmm.
I think I did, but I have a bad memory right now.
Let me unbury those notes. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Right. Let's just.
No,
not-
I remember Prissa read like the whole history, and then she like burns out, and there's like steam fizzling after the end of it. I remember that.
I read about
Yeah,
everything.
Dorzen got the most ancient texts about the war and everything.
Yeah, no, Jimmy,
So-
that was not your section of the notes.
Yeah. I
So
realized
now you know.
I said it.
However, Prissa was rambling the entire time openly about everything as she's piecing it together as she narrated she would do.
So Jimmy,
Yeah, but Jimmy was
I
busy
don't.
reading his books.
I don't mind you keeping secrets. We all keep secrets in some way. As for
I
what,
have one secret, and I'm keeping it.
well,
Why were you out of Vasselheim?
What do you mean?
You said you didn't like them, and that something.
Oh, they didn't like
something.
me. They didn't like me.
right. Well, the thing is, if those secrets are kept in order to, or if they somehow harm people, then it becomes a problem.
Fallen servant is a perfectly good example of that.
Yes, I suppose.
Yes.
I mean, we're
You guys should rest up while you can, and I think we should continue on.
Those who have slept should watch.
Wake us up before
Well,
the sun
yes.
gets up so we're ahead of the predators.
The sun's already up.
No, not quite yet.
About to rise soon.
Yes.
So, get some quick rest while you can, and we'll watch over you.
Carissa, did you dome up?
Yeah, I've been ritual doming up.
Gotcha.
When Kenroth finishes rest, his arms and the wraps will be underneath his armpits, so Jimmy can't attempt to do anything.
Okay.
Jimmy, do you want me to tell you about Our Lady and Savior, the Everlight?
Mr. York, if you have any other
Hi there,
story,
can
happy
I
to hear it.
talk to you about the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
I mean, not to be rude, I'll listen, but I'd much rather hear about important things.
Oh, smack.
Oof. I mean, if anybody could have shots fired, definitely an alchemist.
I think he prefers our Lord and Savior 556.
Well, Jimmy, if you don't think the gods are that important, what is important?
No, they think they're important enough.
Well,
I
I was
think-
asking what you
I
think is
think-
important.
Like, we're important. This is our world.
Yes, and it's so boring.
It's also their world.
Yes, it is our world, but the gods are the
If
ones
it
who
was
gave it to
theirs,
us.
they'd be here.
And Dozen, I mean, you say it's boring, but I mean, I guess I
You
was
have
nearly
not
just
been to
eaten
the
by a
Feywild
plant.
yet, Prissa.
I mean, well, then maybe we should go there sometime then, to just see what it's like.
Yeah, it might be interesting.
We've been to the Shadowfell.
He
That was
can never
pretty
go there
gloomy.
now.
Who?
Mr. York, if I can ask, why do you like Sarenrae?
Because I think she embodies all of the ideals that we should aspire to as mortals. And those ideals are, well, they are something to live after.
Did you never meet anybody like that who you didn't admire?
Well, I've met several people in my life that live highly admirable lives, and who, in many ways, also embody those ideals to some extent. But the Everlight, she is the very representation of those ideals. She's a symbol, a guiding light for mortals to aspire to.
I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily right, but I'm not going to say it's wrong.
Well, of course, you get my subjective opinion on the matter. I'm not saying I possess all the answers.
But you
And
think she does?
I think she possesses way more than are capable, or than more answers than we are capable of comprehending. And I sort of I put my faith in a being that is greater than me. Of course, not all beings that are greater than us are admirable in that sense. There is, of course, evil also, and while they certainly also possess some answers, their answers are, well, it depends on what questions you ask, I suppose, but their answers are more malevolent in nature. And I genuinely believe that the Everlight and the other good gods want what is best for humanity. Not just humanity, elvenkind, sylvankind, all mortals. And that is why I pray to her.
I like you, but I don't know.
Well, I like you too, Jimmy.
I don't know about her.
Fair enough. I'm not going to force anyone into, or try to force anyone to worship anyone. I mean, you need to find the answers that you seek. But if those answers can be, well, answered by someone someone that's bigger than you in every way, and I don't mean that to, I don't say that to try and belittle you in any way. I mean, we simply are mortals, and the gods are so much more than us, that we can only aspire to achieve their level of comprehension of existence itself.
I mean, in my opinion, I just try. I'm a big fan of the Moon Weaver and Ioun, but I'm not like super religious or anything. Just the Moon Weaver preaches to follow your passions, which for me is learning magic and studying and always learning, and Ioun is all for that as well, from what I've read.
Yes, well, I also, of course, respect the Moonweaver. Um, um, and I share some of your views that you should pursue what gives you, shall we say, motivation and passion.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to put a damper on anything, but that's also from my own. I'm doing my best with my own effort to learn these things. It's like, I strive to be good, better,
Yes.
but it's from my own effort, not from anything they've. I'm not aware of anything they've done to help me for now.
Well,
Brissa, do you think Mitch is evil?
I I don't know. Honestly, I don't. It keep whenever I keep hearing that, I just keep thinking, what is evil? What is good? Is it what society makes it, or is it what we see it as? I've just been kind of just thinking about that to myself, and I've been wondering, because
well,
it's evil to kill something, for example, because that's murder. But if it's to defend yourself or someone you care for, is that still evil?
I mean, I don't understand. Like, Thorzen thinks he's evil, but I've never seen him do anything bad. And he doesn't seem like he's bad.
well, if I can just say something, evil doesn't necessarily have to be direct, as it were. Um, Evil is, well, in my view, is a force that makes it's everything that wants to harm or cause unnecessary harm or to others.
Well, if it's in
Do you think
Mitch's
that plant thing was
defense,
evil?
so
Because
so
I
you
think
can
it was
in
just very hungry.
yeah,
What was
that's it was just hungry. But in Mitch's defense on that, Yurik, with Mitch, he's someone with a goal, and he's just doing whatever it is to achieve that goal. Whatever he finds is necessary.
I mean, me too.
right?
I'm the same.
And that the problem there is whatever is necessary. If your goals are well,
But you've already mentioned someone who causes unnecessary deaths or something like that. But I don't see Mitch as one to cause unnecessary deaths.
No.
no, well, that could very well be. I don't know what his goals are, but if he, in order to achieve those goals, necessarily have to put others at risk or in harm's way for his own selfish goals, then that is an aspect of evil. I'm not saying he necessarily has to have an evil agenda, so to speak, but if his acts, in order to follow that agenda, puts others into harm or causes unnecessary harm or unnecessary discomfort,
I mean,
then it becomes
if we take the kiss of the Changebringer away, I mean, it's going to help hopefully a lot of people if we need it, but
Well,
it
what
could
happened?
hurt the Goliaths because then they don't have it and they can't use it.
So
But
with that sort of logic, wouldn't it just be a matter of perspective, Sir Yurik, where we might be evil to the Goliaths for taking the kiss, while to everyone else we're just heroes?
well, the difference here is that if we do what the Goliaths want us to, then they can choose to give it to us or to borrow it, and we are not intent on stealing it. We simply want to use it for a good agenda, and what do we do after if we achieve that goal? I suppose we can give it back if they want it, which I assume they will. But
You know,
yeah.
if they don't listen or reason, I think I'd take it. I think I'd take it from them.
In
Some
order
might
to achieve the
find-
goal.
Some might find that evil,
Well, if
but
they
it is
don't-
true.
if they
Evil
don't
can
under-
be subjective.
If they don't understand what we're trying to do, then I think I would. But I'd try to give it back.
The only true evil in this world is one force subjecting another against their own.
Morning.
I'll say that yes, morning has come around. While the three of you had an in-depth philosophical conversation, the others finished their long rest, and you notice that the sun is starting to crest through, which kicks you all into gear to get the fuck out.
All right. Shall we introduce a rule of thumb not to rest anywhere near strange plants?
There's a lot of plants I don't recognize all around us.
Yes, I suppose we can always make a clearing to rest in if necessary. But
I don't think uh, the residents of this force would appreciate us clearing a residence, Yurik.
no, but
We were
I do
just-
know that once in a while a bit of cleansing is necessary.
That sounds very. I feel like there's a mixed message in that one.
I mean, if there's one thing that can be learned, is that these open areas should be avoided.
Yes, at least if we see a plant similar to this one.
But don't worry, Pris. I won't go burning down the forest or jungle.
So,
If anything, maybe this forest, Dozen, you said it was somewhat enchanted with fey magic, right?
Starta.
Well, maybe some of the animals, like maybe if we find a deer or something, we could talk to it.
By the way, I while on watch, I noticed something very similar to a deer, which was very much not a deer. It was how to describe it.
There's an elk, a moose.
No, a gruesome
reindeer?
predator that opened up its whole head to swallow down what seemed like another predator of some kind.
See, now that is like the Fae.
Would that be any kind of familiarity to Kenroth in his studies?
nature check.
Nature. And this would be considered Fae in nature? Because if it is, I do have
Potentially.
advantage on that.
Then
'Cause if
yes. Then yes. Take advantage.
Dozen, do you think if it's like the Fae, could you talk to it?
They are
know what it
called
is?
Death Eaters, Konaroth.
Those
They are creatures that take on the persona of other beasts in the area. They are natural shape changers in order to make themselves look more vulnerable and like they are easily prey, in order to take advantage of things that are usually harder for them to track down.
I will convey that to the party.
Oh, Dozen, we should probably not talk to them.
Yes, Prissa. Let us not talk to the giant eating deer.
Suggest we only try talking to the savages if we encounter them again.
Smack him on the back of his head.
Roll to hit.
Should I just roll strength since it's not with a weapon?
Sure.
You know what? I'll hit him with my hooves.
Sure.
How about that?
You are proficient in.
Nope.
Miss, I just take it on my plate and just. What are you trying to do?
What did I say?
Well, you've said plenty of things.
Yurik, it's rude.
Savages,
it's rude.
right? That's So, okay. So, just one question, Gordon. What if they are not savages? Then what constitutes a savage if that is not
People
it?
that can't
They're-
talk.
So Yurik,
and
they're
communicate.
natives. They're natives of the jungle. They're residents. They're indigenous to this area.
Yes. I'll take better care of your delicate sensibilities, and let's continue on. Then.
I'm surprised your god is all radiant sunshine of the world would
can I
follow
call
to
them-
allow such a racist to ask
I'm
him
not
a story.
racist. I don't have
He's
anything against them.
classist.
I'm just saying they're wearing loincloths. They had like
And they can communicate.
primitive
You
bows
reasoned
and
with.
arrows.
They
Primitive.
can communicate. They can use tools. They have a
They are
society. They are tribal people.
Yes.
Savages would be more akin to
That
Giants.
deer you
yeah,
just talked about.
or the yetis in the mountains.
Natives would be a more
They're
proper
not.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's now you all realize that Sir Yurik is actually the evil one in the party.
No, it's not that he's
Fire it
evil.
up.
It's not that he's evil. He's just where Serenway's all like, bright sunny sunshine. He's the like burn everything part of that.
Oh god, we have a sun zealot.
I'm more like the annoying glare of the sun that you just can't seem to get rid of.
Yes.
That is a darkly
This is
dark
what happens
blonde.
when you take white privilege and throw it into the real world. It's very out. It's bad.
Hey, I'm a noble. I have to act like one. Okay.
As long as you learn to learn. So, you all begin your journey. Who's going to start tracking?
I'll assist. Whoever wants. You gotta have a 5 in that.
Lauren?
Yeah,
Alan, does-
Alara knows the way.
Also,
You know the way, Mother.
Shut up.
Conaroth, don't say your stats or your modifiers.
Got it.
Yep. We try to stay as far away from metagaming as possible, which is why the inoptimal people are making ability checks. Because it's more fun.
Yeah, only time it's allowed to metagame is Paladin when it comes to the aura and lay on
Healing.
hands.
Yeah. Because
Fair
let's
enough.
be
Or
real.
when we
it's-
generally don't understand something.
How down are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like let's just ignore that and go.
Yeah, I forgot to turn up
Whoa.
the guidance again, but that's
21.
21.
You
Same
get it 'cause
rolls.
of the Lauren, right? Or is that no? That's not this.
No, that's not. The aura doesn't affect this.
And just to also on Dozen's back, Prissa and Dr. Yorick are keeping watch for any danger.
Alrighty. So, roll your perception checks to keep a watch of danger.
Just to clarify for Canaroth, her familiar is Dr. Yorick.
Thought they were
It's the rabbit with the horn.
They're the same people, practically.
The one
And,
with the horn.
and here I was thinking that Yurick was actually Prissa's familiar, and that would explain a lot.
Yeah.
Prissa, the innocent. Sir Yorick, the zealot.
Yeah,
Shockingly,
saw
not
this-
the paladin of the party.
Dr. Yorick, the horned rabbit.
The paladin is the paladin of the party is a hippie.
Oh, Alarin, you're not keeping watch while traveling. They are. You're the one who's navigating.
Okay, yeah.
So, as you're pushing through, you start picking up more and more tracks to try to offset and avoiding more random encounters that can happen. However, up ahead, you've been traveling for a few hours now. Well enough on your travel that you're in full groove and momentum of pushing forward. And it's around this point that you start hearing the sound of loud people speaking common, not terribly far away from you.
Can we understand what they're? I should say, what are they saying?
With that perception check, not exactly. You just hear the boisterous laughter and glee.
Would I hear it?
I mean, you hear, but roll a perception to see if you can really listen.
That being said, Prissa does let the party know she hears. She and
13.
Dr.
Yeah.
Yorick hear people ahead.
Well, I'm gonna roll on perception too then.
Go for it.
21.
There we go.
I'll-
So, Sir Yorick, you hear a very gruff voice, probably a chain smoker of some kind, rough and tumble, illy educated as well, speaking in a common tongue, apparently barking out orders at somebody. Listen, you, I told you to point us where the fuck it is. Big temple full of shiny. You hear in reply, shut the whack. A very loud punch.
All right, I think we need to intervene here.
Do we see them?
They're
at this
not
point?
really. The canopy, the density of the jungle is really thick. You just hear them from this range.
At that point, Prissa's going to go ahead and let Dr. York hop down and send him forward to look, and she's looking through his eyes.
Lauren will sneak forward as well.
Okay.
Oh, and as before she says anything to his, she's gonna say, "Can someone make sure no predators take Dr. York?"
I will accompany him.
Okay. Roll your stealths, those of you approaching stealthily.
I'm not gonna approach stealthily.
Alrighty then.
I'm
with these
casting
armors?
Shield of Faith on myself and just walking up to them.
Okay, so as all of you break off sideways, Sir Yurik, crunch, snap, break, pushing through, and you hear the guys start moving up. And Sir Yurik, you see them first. A fairly large, hairy man with an open shirt, or no shirt, and just some type of metal plating, like a chest plate over top of them, where you see like their back hair is overgrowing towards the top as well, and a very miskept looking chin strap beard turns looking at you, missing a few teeth and large scars and markings all over them, as they're holding a whip in one hand and their hand at the neck of one of these tribes people looking at you. Who the fuck are you? This is my bounty. You get out. Just starts waving his whip at you.
Are you some sort of slavers?
No. I'm a working man.
Well, you seem like a disreputable type, I'd say.
Alarin, you
What
make
are-
it around the corner and you see what you see.
What does Dr. York see?
He sees the same thing.
Is
Just tiny little bunny.
Does the armor is the what this guy's wearing look like? What?
I don't understand what you're trying to ask. I can't
I'm
help
trying
you.
to word this so it makes sense.
Okay.
is the tribal guy in chains?
No, but he does look bloodied, bruised, and beaten.
I suggest
this
you
guy-
let that poor man go, and we won't have any trouble here. How about that?
He smiles and throws the guy onto the ground, pulls out a short sword with the whip in the other hand, and goes, "No troubles, you say?"
Dorzen charges the guy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dorzen, were you stealthing?
No,
Initiative.
Yeah.
sorry.
Does it look like that
I'm
guy?
wearing
That
full
guy and
plate
the
mail.
and
I'm a horseman. There's no way I'm gonna be able to walk in through a jungle stealthily.
I
Alrighty.
mean, if I
guess-
turn you invisible, you'd have a straight roll. But anyways,
Was I
Well-
able to get off right of the storm, like I said in chat?
Yes,
while he was
yeah,
talking?
you did that in preparation. However, now we're in initiative time.
Got it.
Should we just move everyone up a little bit to the right over here so it's a bit easier to?
Yeah.
Will Lauren get
Sorry,
a...
Alarin, I deleted. Fuck me, I deleted two of you. Whoever drew that thing on the map, I deleted it. Who's off the map right now?
Lauren is off the map.
Prissa.
So
Alright.
who's stealthing?
Lauren is,
wrong
which
song.
is...
Is it
Elstrid.
Lauren and Prissa? Or...
Dr.
No,
York is,
no,
but
just
Prissa's on
you.
Dorzen's back, and
Just-
Dorzen charged.
Yeah.
So,
Just Lauren is stealthing.
All right.
Yeah.
Dr.
Konaroth
York.
is Oh no, he wasn't stealthing. He was just preparing himself. Who else did I remove? What was your initiative order? Just re-roll and add it to what the original one was.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
but what I wanted to ask though is,
wow,
so
nice.
we see this guy with the whip, and then there's the native. Was there anyone else here?
Not that you saw, no.
Or yet we heard like boisterous laughter and talking. Okay.
Let's see, where would they be in? Where
I'm
would...
getting them on the map right now.
Ah, okay, yeah. But would I get a surprise round?
Nope. Because
Do I get
Door's
my
in
bonus
charge.
action hooves?
You started initiative, Dorson. So we jump in on initiative roll. You decided nope, fight, and then that's what we're doing.
Guy throws down he's a hostage, pulls out his sword. This ain't ending well.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. But there's no surprise now. It is crush, crush, crush. Giant horseman coming through.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. I'm trying to get the guys.
With small
fucking
people on his
art.
back.
Come on. Come on.
That's I got as far as in chat tell Bunny Pressa to come fast, but I I didn't get the chance to go in before Dorson stormed.
It happens.
We rolled high.
There we go.
I roll low with advantage.
No. So, Sir Yurik, I'll say you're about 10 feet away from him. Dorzin, you're coming along the side. Prissy, you're a little further back with a dense jungle between you and them. You guys are over here. Lauren, you kind of went through the other side. And Conoroth, you're like a little bit away down this area.
No, like I said, I thought Prissa was on Dorzin's saddle.
All right, then you're being charged into the fight. Jimmy, are you on the saddle as well?
I'd probably be by York somewhere, so I'm just gonna be a bit behind him.
Okay. That is a... Oh, wait, they have... Not bad, not bad. Alrighty. Jimmy, you are the first one kicking off on this. You see the individual is drawing their blade towards Sir Yurik, and Dorzin breaks through the canopy, and immediately they begin switching over into an attack towards Dorzin with their whip. What would you like to do?
Sir, you probably don't want to do that. Ouch, protection protocol. And he is going to pull up this little wooden shield on top of himself, and an arcane field is going around myself and York, because we're the only ones in range. So
Alrighty.
we gain 5 temporary hit points here.
Hey, not bad. Their turn. Dorzin, as you begin approaching, you see that they whirl their whip into a circle motion. And as it does, you see this crackle of lightning from it. And they whoosh, slam it out right towards you. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. It's going to be a failure. The whip whirls around, slamming into your front 2 hooves, and he kind of just twists his arm upwards, and you watch as the whip itself shrinks into it, grabbing and pulling your 2 hooves together and slamming you head first. Prissa, I need you to give me a dex save as well.
She can... Oh, wait. No, I'm attuned to it. Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prissa, you stumble off and like roll sideways, but luckily you dodged out of the giant horse ass that was about to slam into you.
I would say that also snaps me back out of Dr. Yurik, because I think I was in him the whole time. Like, oh, hey, it's Dorzin. Hey,
Sure,
there's me.
sure,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of slashing damage. As well as... Oh, no, that's not how you roll these dice. 7 points of lightning damage. And you are considered... Well, you were knocked prone. And you are also now stunned.
Lightning damage? How much lightning damage?
7.
7.
And you are also now stunned.
Yeah.
Now, as that whip whirled around you and pulled you down, the individual looks directly at you, Sir Yurik, and charges with his sword directly towards you with his other hand. That is a natural 20.
He's wearing adamantine!
I'm going to use my
He's wearing adamantine.
yeah.
Fucking hell yeah.
Finally, the first time that ever works!
Good shit, man. Yeah.
27 AC now. Shield of Fate.
You have a 27 AC?
Yeah.
The natural 20
Past
still
the shield of
hits.
fate.
The natural 20 still hits no matter what.
Yeah.
However, it's not a natural 20. It's just a hit. That is going to be 6 points of slashing damage as they just charge directly towards you, pivot into you, and then they slash through. I need you to give me a con save.
23.
Okay, you feel the wound originally starts bleeding through much more harshly as their crude blade is cut into you. And for such like a large, robust man, he's quick. However, you manage to like push the blade out of you before he gets into any vital portions of your body, and you grab the wound, just holding it shut so it doesn't keep bleeding. That was the second attack that they had, and that is going to be the end of their turn. Conoroth.
I'm gonna charge forward.
Go for it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to flank him.
Okay. You go running around the edge of this individual, and he looks around being like, okay. This is going to be fun.
Okay. Now here goes the good stuff. I am going to okay, yes. I will attack him twice.
Yes.
Because I have my right on, I will activate Brand of Castignation.
Wow. Okay.
So, first strike.
13 is going to miss.
Oh wait, it's an advantage because flank.
Flanking. Yep. Go ahead. Roll again.
19.
19 hits. Actually, as you try stabbing at him with your sword, getting right behind, you see as he just twists the whip around and very nimbly parries it off the side, slapping against your wrist. That misses.
Right. Second strike. 26.
Yeah, that hits, yeah.
And then
he's not Sir Uric levels of bullshit yet.
Right of the Storm and Dueling.
So that is going to be 15 plus 2, so 17 points of damage against him. And then psychic damage as well, right?
Yes. 4 points of psychic. In addition, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Blood Cursed of Bloated Agony.
Oh.
And I'm going to
Oh, wait.
amplify that. I need to take a D6 as the vein pops.
Yep, you suffer a d6. You watch as, like, Archon has one of the markings on his cheek. Not Archon, I apologize. Conoroth has one of the markings on his cheek just shatter outwards, and he suffers... What type of damage is that?
He suffers a necrotic damage if he makes more than one attack on a turn.
Oh, so he'll suffer that if he attacks... When he attacks next turn. Got it.
And he has...
Amplified?
Yes. Lasts for a minute, and he can make a con saving throw at the end of his turns.
To turn it off.
Yes, and
Alrighty.
while this is on, he has disadvantage on strength and dex checks.
Okay. Sir Uric, your turn. He came to you.
Yeah. Huh. I say to him, "Fine hit. You'll never get another one." And then I let's see. Where is the hostage that he had?
About 15 feet back behind Conoroth.
Okay. Yep. Let's see. And the area around us, is it still heavily like wood trees?
Yes,
everywhere?
yes. Everywhere
Okay.
you go, yeah.
Yep.
Just to make it easier, until stated otherwise, yes.
Yep. All right. I'm going to cast a let's see, a scorching ray on him.
Okay.
So that's
That's a miss.
yeah, but I have two more rays.
Yep. Disadvantage because melee.
Oh right. So
Yeah,
18,
range spells. 18 misses. His parry's still up.
and
16 misses.
16.
You
Yep.
shoot all three at this fairly sizable man. However, he manages to just twirl and like Matrix style dodge out of the way. Roll me another d20, please.
Okay.
Okay.
14.
Luckily, it does not actually light the forest on fire.
Yeah.
But your blast that miss goes shooting outwards. They just
Yep.
slam against the trunk of a tree that is moist enough not to actually catch fire.
All right.
All
Yeah,
done?
Fuck it. I'll yeah, I guess so. Unless I have any bonus actions to use. No. Yeah, I'm done.
Alrighty, next up, Dorzin, you're lying on the ground with this electric rope kind of like just stuns you on there and you're just seizing up and then it ends on you, immediately snapping back out at the end of your turn. Prissa, we're making this easier. It acts on your turn. Just, yeah. So what are you doing? Actually, no, Dorzin, that's the end of your turn. Yeah. Alarin.
Yeah, there was only this one guy.
Hold on, real quick
Yeah.
before we continue. I don't see Prissa on the initiative tracker.
Yeah, me neither.
Prissa,
Yeah,
what's your
she-
initiative?
Actually, it was 13. I thought. Oh, whoops! I forgot to re-roll it. Sorry.
It's all good.
Prissa, your turn. So Dr. Yurik takes his turn on your turn.
Okay. I also tried to drag and drop token, but he was still an owl on that one, so it's near a
It's fine. Just use the owl.
But,
We understand.
So, what I want Dr. Yurik to do is, with his keen animal bunny senses, look around to see if there's other people here, other than just these guys.
Okay, have him roll a perception check. It doesn't see anybody.
I don't like how you said that. That
Sorry?
being said, on my turn, let's see. So, Dorzin's stunned, and this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and give this new wand a little test run, and I'm gonna hold person him with the wand of binding.
Ooh, roll that for me. What's the saving throw?
It's, I believe, a DC 17, but let me double check.
Yeah, but what is it?
2 charges to use hold person.
Is it con? Is it dex? Is it strength? What is the saving throw? Alright, I'll look it up.
Pretty sure it's
Sorry,
like
I'm
calm.
trying to look it up, but I have to scroll through things.
Wand of binding, 7 charges. Must saving throw 17, casting one of the spells. You're casting hold person, right?
It's a wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom. There we go. So he has to make a DC 17 wisdom save. He actually is successful on that. Wow.
Oh.
Shame.
Somehow. And I am very surprised. Okay. Yes, you wave the wand and shink at him, and somehow he just like feels the tingle in the back of the head and goes, "The fuck was that one?" Just going back to the fight.
Sounds a lot like someone I know.
A little bit. So that was your action. Anything else?
Can I use a bonus action to try to shake Dorzin to normal?
Oh, he's back too, but he was just stunned for that round.
Oh, that round. Okay.
Yeah, he's back again.
Yeah, I guess Prissa will try to find a tree to take cover behind. She can't cunning action hide,
No,
but she'll,
no.
have some cover at least.
Yeah, okay, that's easy enough. You kind of stand up from being prone and take the last 10 feet of movement to get behind a tree. Little legs.
And that's my turn.
Alarin.
Yes. This guy seems pretty tough. Would Alarm get flanking?
Unfortunately not. Not from that side.
Then we'll use feline agility to go from the hidden spot and run and up to here and, well, up to here, and jump over while doing a twirling slash while inside Canaroth's space.
All right, go for it. 3 attacks, advantage.
Oof.
26 hits. It's still not his turn, so 19 misses.
Yep. That is 10 slashing, 1 fire.
Alrighty, as you just slashing against the individual, cutting against him, goes, oh, damn. Well, that was not very nice of you. Looks
Neither
back.
was your treatment.
Your pelt goes for a fine price. All done?
Yep.
Jimmy!
I don't think you're getting out of here, friend. I'd probably put that down if I were you. Ouch is gonna move up, and another ebb of the arcane protection is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is another 5 temporary hit points to anybody within 10 feet who doesn't have it.
Okay, so that would be all of them.
Cool.
You can designate who gets it, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So
Any-
not this guy.
Yeah, not him. And he's not putting his weapons down, I assume.
No,
Ouch. Try the arcane vent. Ouch is going to crawl right between his feet, and a little vent is going to flip on his back, and you're going to watch an explosion of arcane energy kind of shoot up into the air, and we're going to attempt to levitate him.
Oh, okay. What is the type of saving throw that is?
It is a constitution. If he's not willing, if he's willing, hey, he just gets shot up into the air.
He's not really willing. He doesn't know what you're doing with your fancy magics, but he doesn't want it, so it was a failure, unfortunately.
Okay.
Or he was successful, unfortunately.
Successful. All right.
Yeah.
And that will be it for Jimmy's turn.
Alrighty. Up next, his turn again. He is going to make a very acrobatic spin around in a circle with his electric whip. All of you within 5 feet of him, I need a dexterity saving throw.
He takes psychic damage.
Why? He's only attacking once right now.
Yep.
Random consignation.
It's his first attack.
Oh,
Each
I
time-
thought it...
Each time
he attacks.
Yep.
Okay, I thought it was whenever he attacked more than once. Never
No,
mind.
more than
Okay.
once. That's necrotic.
Ah, cool. So he's going to hurt himself a lot. Got it. So yes, dex save. Lauren, 12 is a fail.
So Yorick, re-roll, please.
Yay, someone's focused now.
25.
No, you have a +4.
Okay, I do have the +4. So
Yeah, you're right next to
29.
Lauren.
So
Sir Yurik, 20. You are successful. Ouch, dex save.
Oh, even ouch?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
there. You put him there.
Oh,
He also has the +4.
yep. So he
Sure.
has a +6 total. I'm just gonna roll it.
Yeah. All out.
He's a creature.
20.
got a
So
stat
he has a 16. Or no, +6, 18.
+6.
He has a +2 dex and then +4.
Oh, okay. He is successful then. Cool. All of you are successful, so you take half damage. Do.
Freaking fighters.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be 8 points of electric damage as he spins around in circles. Half for each of you that were successful. And then while that is happening, you watch as there's a bit of a loud in his position. And then disappears.
He's marked, so I know where he is.
Correct. Oh. Cool. He's 30 feet that way.
Which way?
Right over here.
Would I still get an attack since I do know he's moving?
No, he's
Unless
not
you have
actually
Mage Slayer.
Exactly. Mage Slayer is the only time that you would get that, but
Right.
it's the
Magic
spell Misty Step to get the fuck out, and now he's going to try running.
All right.
10, 15, difficult terrain. He's not good. All right, Konaroth. You're the only one who knows where he is right now.
He went that way.
And that's. I will point that direction.
Mhm.
I still sense him that way, and that's 10 squares. So. I guess
Difficult
Every
that's
square
terrain.
is
Every square is going to be 10 feet from now on. It's difficult terrain here.
not for me.
Not for Dorzen, but for everybody else.
Oh, for me? Ah, okay.
Alarin, I'll allow you to ignore it because you can just climb on the trees and shit. Like, you're...
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to run that way and start. Yeah, I'm going to start running that way. I'm going to dash that way using mobility. I do not get hampered by difficult terrain, and I get 110 feet.
You're mobile, that's
Ah.
right.
So
Yeah, you catch up and get in front of him very quickly. And as you do, he kind of like comes skidding to a stop. Like, oh, shit. All done?
where? No, I'm like, where are you going? And I am going to
Bonus action.
bonus action. I want to amplify a blood curse of the muddled mind on him.
He is not concentrating on a spell.
No, but from now on, fair enough.
Yeah, you
Right.
can only target them if they are concentrating on a spell.
Then in that case, I will just blood curse of the marked instead.
Doesn't he already have that?
No, he has curse of bloated agony.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he gets to move half his movement speed away from you.
I'll swing
Nope.
at him.
No, you don't get to.
Oh, mobile as well.
No, not mobile.
He's got
He's a
Sentinel.
specific. He's a specific kind of person.
So
Oh, he's
Yup. However, he didn't get very far.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a real badass character in a shitty situation.
now
But
we
anyways.
must kill him.
Sir Yurik, you saw the direction he pointed, and he ignored everything, leaping, crawling, and just diving through the area very easily.
Oh, he has a lot of movement speed as well. If that was half.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, Sir Yurik, what would you like to do? I think you're muted.
Sorry. Did you say you could drink potions as a bonus action?
I allow that, yes.
Right. I'm going to chug down a potion of speed.
We had the same idea in mind.
Did somebody say heretic?
And let's see. Can I move across the square where Ouch is?
Yeah, he's considered an ally.
All right. Let's see. So I have half speed.
You have normal movement speed counted as, but 2
Yeah,
actions.
basically, yeah. So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One more.
can I see him from there? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. What's your passive? You can actually see through this forestation. He has about 3/4 cover from trees, but yes.
All right. I'm going to cast banishment on him.
Oh. Yeah, he's shitty at that stat. Mm-hmm.
All right. So yep.
And for all intents and purposes, you all regroup yourselves over to where he's about to come back within the next minute or so and get ready to fucking wreck him.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're going to come back next session.
All right.
So everybody out there, thank you very much for watching. Players, thank you for playing. Yandish, did I say that right? I have no idea.
Yandaesh, but it's good.
Yandaesh? Okay, cool. Yandaesh, welcome to the community, man. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Thank
Players, thank you for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. And I hope you all had a fantastic time. Goodbye.